Welcome back, beautiful souls. It's the Soldier of Light reporting for duty. And I just wanted to say hello for all the people that's tuning in, or for some of you who are just going to start to listen to the video. If you didn't catch it live, I just wanted to say thank you guys for tuning in. It looks like I actually got the notification right now that I went live, so that's good. So just a little house, keeping things here. Today, actually, funny thing, as soon as I posted something that I was going to go live today, literally I had like 8 people taken from me, like literally just removed from my subscriber list. So I've had at least 50 people taken from my subscriber list in the last week or so. So it keeps going down, it keeps building up, keeps taking it down. So that's okay. I don't mind it. I know that whoever needs to see this message is going to see the message. So thank you guys for tuning in. Let me see. I'm going to go down some names. And before we get started here, Chuck, good to see you. Good to see you. Travel ban still in Buffalo is still a mess. Many travel bans still in place. Some folks still haven't had power restored yet. Hello, Dennis, King of Cups. All right. Before you get started on individual reading this evening, could you please take a look at what the financial system may do this week? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, of course. Aspiring alchemist, I'll take a look for sure. The Black Swan event about to happen. Hang on to your hats. Cool. Joanne, welcome. DHP Jr., welcome. Jillery, welcome. Of course, Mr. The Reality by J. Rocco, welcome. Nilza, welcome. Lauren, welcome. Sweet Ginger Cakes, welcome. You guys are kicking butt. Jean Klein, welcome. Lori, welcome. Linda, welcome. Gypsy Mama, welcome. You can't stay long, that's okay. You can go enjoy your daughter's B-day. That's where you need to be, Mama. So take care of your daughters. Really appreciate your energy coming in, though. It's always good. I want to definitely have you back on for our roundtable coming forward there, Gypsy Mama. It's been a minute since we've kind of connected, so I feel like the universe is bringing us back together for a reason. So, and tell your daughter, yes, happy birthday. Amazing. Minerva, welcome. Shirley Q, welcome. Ocean, welcome, sir. Thank you. Chuck, I already said hello. Rural Country, welcome. Good. Anne, welcome. Wendy, Thomas, welcome. Kate, welcome. Marissa, welcome. Carrie, welcome. It's awesome. You guys are awesome. Libby, welcome. Sunflower, welcome. TJ, welcome. So yeah, guys. So I also wanted to address something. I did a little poll for you guys just to see what the interest would be for this moving forward about adding a second live readings for the week. And it was pretty resounding yes from everybody as far as who's voted yet. And there was a few no's, but the few no's was because of my energy. That's what the concern was about. Not that they didn't appreciate the show. It's just the fact of they're just worried about my energy, which is totally understandable. And I really appreciate you guys watching out for me. But I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't have even asked if I wouldn't have already asked my spirit guides and my higher self what they felt before we even kind of move forward with this stuff. So, but I really appreciate you guys really watching out for me. That's pretty awesome. So another thing that I saw some comments when it was about adding a second show. I had a comment mention about could you change how you do your show like a little bit, saying instead of doing the personal readings more, go towards the world events. And I told them I don't have any problems with doing that. The questions are open for me. I'm going to answer whatever question you guys bring to me, whatever that is. I just have to watch kind of what I say based on some of the information. But I'll do my very best to try to answer all your questions. And if I don't answer that question during the live, I'll for sure look at it and answer it in the comment section and let you know what's going on, or some way to get it to you for sure. So, but yeah, I have no problems reading whatever question. That's what this is all about. I'm not afraid of being censored and all that stuff, I have another platform to jump on if I need to. So, and I can do this just as easy on Rumble as I can. YouTube is, I haven't done it yet, but I feel like that's what's going on. So, so I'm just saying it's open to whatever, guys, you know, and you know, I want you guys to know, like, this is the reason why that you guys motivate me to even come on here, you know, and this is true story. I mean, my energy gets brighter for, you know, when you guys are around. So I just want to let you know that it's awesome. And I get motivated, and then later on, I don't know if something energetically tells me not to go on. Sometimes, like, no, you don't want to go on. But then right before I go on, my energy gets picked up again. So that tells me, like, it's, yeah, that's what spirit wants me to do. So aspiring, I'm going to go ahead and take a look real quick. Let's see. Yep. I'm going to see what I get. And thank you for all the guardians. If you guys even want to be called that here, I think you guys are warriors. So I feel like that's something that we're here. We fight every day with the dark. So whatever you guys want to be called, you guys are my friends. Either way, um, I'll definitely take a look for you guys. So I really appreciate you guys squashing trolls and kind of keeping the chat flowing for me. It's really awesome of you guys. So I know it's volunteer for you guys. So you guys always know, if you guys help me out like you do, that you ever need question answered, I'll do my very best to just hit me up, and I'll try to answer it for you guys. Okay, for helping me out, because I know it's takes your time. So I really appreciate your time. All right. Can you tell me about the financial system for the next week? What will it look like? It was a current financial system, but what will we doing it? All right. First card I pulled is the Eight of Swords. So that's an imprisonment card. So I feel like that's something with the old system being imprisoned to it. But I also feel that there's a lot of negative thoughts about everything going on with all the truthers and all the things kind of going on with just our energy in general. That's kind of what I get with the Eight of Swords. There's some negative thoughts around the situation and how it's proceeding, because I have the Queen of Pentacles after that. That is very practical. So some type of something financial, I feel like something tangible, providing for financially. So I feel like I asked about the financial system, and literally I get a Queen of Pentacles, which is a financial card for me as well. So I feel something with the financial system, something is going to come, something's going to be revalued, or because what I have is the Four of Cups. That's revaluation. That's unfulfilled, some type of gift that comes to you. So I feel like maybe something is going to come. That's a gift for us, because I have the Four of Swords. Because the Four of Swords tells me that there's some type of renewal. So I feel something has to, once again, that old system, I feel like in the near future, there's going to be heartbreak. So what I'm feeling with that is the financial system that's in place. That's what I asked for, what this will look like. We're been imprisoned in it. It's financial. It's for sure. I feel like it's being revalued, or it's been revalued. And I feel like in the background, because I have the Four of Swords, so something is renewing. Something is going to change. But in order for that renewal to happen, there's got to be heartbreak. There's that Three of Swords. So there's got to be loss, grief. There's going to be something that's going to hurt, depression, some type of depression. So things are going to go down and crash. And I feel like, and after that, they're telling us to remain courageous. The Queen of Wands. So it tells me there's going to be independence again after that. So I feel like this has to crash moving forward, and then for us to become independent again with that Queen of Wands. But it's something that it's going to bring joy after the heartbreak. Will bring a good into the light. And I feel like they want us to remain confident and courageous and release those 8 of Sword thoughts, the negative, this is not going to happen, this isn't happening in time. That's what they're telling me, because if we do that, we have the 10 of Cups, fulfillment, which means wealth, your family, contentment, a divine love. So this is going to be done out of love, and we'll be content. And the Hierophant. So yeah, this is going to be some financial system, something with the organizations, the institutions. That's what this is going to involve. So this is definitely going to involve banks and things like that, and the leaders involved. So I feel with the King of Wands, I feel like there's somebody behind the scenes that is doing this, and there's a bigger picture involved. So that's what they're telling me. A leader, a vision. This was a vision they've been putting out. They want us to also continue to put that vision out. It also tells me remain focused. Things are going to work out for the betterment. And I have the 3 of Pentacles in the base of my deck. So that tells me that this has been worked on already. They're building something. It's a collaboration. So I feel like we're going to move into a new system. So I feel like coming up, we're going to see something. I feel like there's going to be some heartbreak, some loss. But after that, the renewal is going to pick up. The revaluation has been done. That's what it told me in the past. The revaluation's already been done. So this is something that they're just putting in place. A renewal has to come. So thanks, Aspiring Alchemist, and I hope that they resonate with you. Oh, another thing, if you guys look at the description of my video, I put links in there to some products. And like I mentioned in the chat at the beginning, this isn't a slight on anybody or anything like that. It was just to help people out, because the products are the same products, but they come from the source directly, and they're a lot cheaper per volume, and you get a lot more for the price. So people who are on budgets is what I was thinking of. So I feel like that's the reason why Spirit told me I have that information, why not pass it along to others? So I had that, so I wanted to pass it on to you guys, and I'm using the products that I put in the description, and they work beautifully. So I don't get commission, none of that stuff. It's just to help everybody. So just wanted to let you know that if you see those descriptions in my thing, click on those links. It'll take you to the website, and you can purchase whatever you want. Those are good places, legit stuff. So just want to let you know that. So let's see. Yeah, Buffalo. I saw some of that clips. So I've seen some of those clips of people, freezing to death and all that. But the crazy thing is, I know it seems shocking, but if they really did freeze to death, then that's how they agreed to pass when they came here. Literally, we have choice, and people. This is something that's true, though. We have choice. We did choose to come down here. We also chose how we were going to pass or move along from this plane. We already agreed to that when we came down here. So that's what people don't realize is like. And when you say that, did I have a choice? Yeah, you do have a choice. Let's say, for instance, let's say, you're a normal person. All of a sudden, you have a back problem. And I feel like that was a choice that led to these choices that you had. Yeah, I might have a bad back, but that was what's happening to me. Why is this happening to me? Why do I have all these ailments? Why am I sick? But here's the thing. You may have had a choice already before you came down to say, hey, this will happen to you, or this will happen to you. And I feel like that was like, maybe it was the lesser of lesser of the two that you chose. You know what I mean? So that's just how I'm thinking about things now. It's like you do have the free will. That's what the choice came in. But when you came here, I feel like it was already kind of predestined. See, my light got brighter. Predestined to how this was going to play out. But you did have your choices, and I feel like you've kind of mapped your journey before you've come here. I don't know why I feel that, but I feel you have, or I feel I have. So, and that's what was pretty awesome. So, and like I mentioned the other day, I had a beautiful vision the other day of the stairway to heaven. Literally, I asked my guides if I mentioned, I also had that dream about the babies that I was saving. But the next day I was like, God, please give me a sign that everything is going to be okay. I'm leading my mission. I'm doing the things that I need to do, or things are going to work out. for us, for me and for the world. And that night I had the vision of the stairway to heaven. So, and it's multi-leveled to work its way up. So I feel like that was the beautiful sign for me, that saying like, I feel, and actually Mr. J Rocco actually I asked his opinion, what he was feeling spiritually about that vision of mine. And when he said something, it was resonating with me, was that because of me leading people to the light that way. And I feel like that resonates with me a lot. And now, then I feel like I tied that in as well with the babies. I'm helping lead souls and rescue them somehow. I don't know what that even means, but I feel like in my soul, that's kind of what it is. I've always been a person that's always wants the truth, and always wants the best for people. And I look for the best in people, and a lot of times I get the worst in people. So that's something I feel like I'm learning in this reincarnation for myself. So, but I'll jump off my soapbox now. And I know I got a bunch of readings to go, so I'm going to rock and roll here. So thank you, Aspiring. I hope that resonated with you once again. So let me stop getting distracted. Are there beings in the upper dimensions who are neither black or white? Let's see. So basically, what I got intuitively right now, just to tell, is even how to ask the question was, are there souls without a purpose? Because why have an existence if you don't have a purpose? Does that make sense? I don't know why I got that, but let me pull some cards. There's a purpose for every soul, everything that's been created. There's a purpose, a higher purpose. But I'll ask, souls that just don't want to, they just want to be left alone and don't have a purpose. Are there souls out there, black or white? What can you tell me about that, please and thank you? So I get a no. So the first one I got is a 7 of Cups. That's illusions. That's like options. I feel like they have options. They have things they have to accomplish with the 7 of Cups. I see my nose is itching. So that tells me that I'm really honing in. Then I have the 9 of Swords, which is a no card. That means anxieties, fears. I feel like that's hopelessness, things like that. I feel like that's. Then I have the High Priestess. So yeah, these are very intuitive. We're all very intuitive, and I feel like we connect. You agree with your higher self and God as you come down. This is something that you have a purpose. So I feel that purpose is learning divine knowledge with that sake. But that's what I'm getting with the High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that you have to present. So you have a purpose. And I have the 7 of Pentacles. So that's a long-term view. So that's to spread the seed, spread the word, spread the spirituality. And I feel like the divine knowledge, spread that, a long-term view. So you can carry on and carry on and carry on. So what that tells me is I keep going this way. So that means it's expansive. It's to continue to expand the divine energy and the divine consciousness. And I feel like it's sustainable. That's the reason why. And the seeds have been well planted. Then I have the Wheel of Fortune. So it tells me that that's exactly right. It's to help karmic cycles complete. It's to help better others around you. The energetic vibration. These are kind of what the things. It's fate. This is your fate. So your fate, inevitable fate from the divine, that's part of your higher purpose. That's what I'm getting. And the Page of Swords. So yeah. So it's your way. I feel like it's like something that you were meant to do. You made that like a restless type of energy with the Page of Swords. So reincarnations, those are things, we keep coming back. We're young again, and we have to build ourselves back up. So I feel like this is something that has already been put in place. And we've been here many times. And the 2 of Swords. So yeah, this is something that is weighed. What your mission is. So it tells me there was this difficult decisions, as I'm mentioning before we started the readings. I feel like you have to make decisions before you come here. about how you want things to go. So I feel like that you have to maintain that path. You may get off a little bit, but the path has already been set. And I feel like that's what it is. And the Hangman. So yes. So I feel like it's an awakening. I feel like it's to help awaken, spiritually enlighten. So I feel like that's what our purpose is as souls, is to enlighten other souls, bring the vibrational level up. That's a sacrifice. That's what they're telling me. This is a sacrificial thing, kind of like what Jesus did. And I feel like that's what God is telling them. This is our sacrifice, like not in a bad way, in a good way, saying we give up our energy to help others. This is our purpose, to spread the divine. So that's what I get. And the King of Pentacles, yes, gifts. We have gifts. We are a gift. This is also to bring prosperity, as I mentioned, vibrationally, and others around you. So that's what I get. And healing, because I have the Queen of Cups holding up my deck on the whole reading. So it's to nurture, it's to heal. So I feel like that's the reason why that I don't see that with just lone wolves doing whatever they want. There's a purpose. Either you're for the divine or you're against the divine. And that's a true story. And I feel like there's a line. And there's you have a purpose, even if the dark doesn't want it to be that way. They fight it and they go against it, but there's a divine contract for all of us. So, and there's a purpose. So I hope that resonated with you, DHP, and thank you for the super sticker. Do I have an extra vertebrae in my spinal column? Let's find out. 33 vertebrae. You got the EBS one. You got 34. I wouldn't down it, Dennis. You've been around, man. Your spirit's been. See how bright my light was. So let's see what we get. Does Dennis have an extra vertebrae in his spinal column? Please and thank you for your assistance. Okay, so the first card I pull is the Judgment card. So yes, I feel that at this when you were born in this lifetime, you acquired that. So rebirth, every time you rebirth. So this tells me in this rebirth you did. And I have the 6 of Pentacles. So it tells me, yes, that's a hard yes, something that was given to you. So there's a purpose to it. And I feel like and I have the 4 of Pentacles. So that tells me it's something to do with security. I don't know if it's based on your frame or something along that line, something that was agreed to some time ago in your previous past or lifetimes. I have the Strength card. So this was done out of love, and it's also to support your spine. So they're telling me they gave you an extra vertebrae. So you have the strength. Your spinal cord has the strength. Then I have the Two of Wands. That tells me it was planned, as I mentioned a few cards ago. That tells me it was planned. It tells me it was to help you as part of your progression, like an evolution type of thing is what they're telling me. And the King of Wands. So yes, it's to overcome challenges. So I feel it's to help you once again. And I feel like this is something that they're telling me for sure. Yeah. So I have the 8 of Cups. So yeah. So it's from loss, disappointment. So I feel like it's to reduce the loss of whatever your health wise, maybe your spine being compacted. I feel like it's to reduce the loss. Yeah. So I got lost with the 5 of Cups. And it was very strategic. With this was strategically placed. Yes. And I have the Page of Pentacles. So after the 7 of Swords was strategic, and Page of Pentacles is to help. It was something that to help bring. It was a development. It was a development. So something that was is tangible. So I feel you do. I feel it's something that was a gift for you, and it was a manifestation in this rebirth from the divine. Hope that resonated with you, and it's a healing. So I asked my guides when I shuffled, if this is something to do with the body, please give me the Queen of Cups. And holding up my whole deck on this reading, Queen of Cups. So, I mean, the Queen of Swords. I'm sorry, Queen of Swords. So, Queen of Swords is also like nurturing, truth. Anything with queens for me are usually like nurturing, motherly, practical, truthful, those types of things. So it tells me, yes, Dennis, I feel you do have an extra vertebrae, and it was to help support you. Hope that resonated with you. Thank you very much. I had a vision, I believe, was Jesus with sunglasses on, 3 young women behind him. One was my daughter, Natalie. Was there a message? He said, a sunny day is coming. You see how my light got brighter? See how right now it's getting brighter. Jesus is telling me a sunny day is coming. I'm going to pull some cards, but I feel like that's where it's going. I'm going to ask if it's about the sunny day. I'm going to see if they'll give me the sun card. I want to see if my guys will do that for me. Is there a message? He says, son of Jesus. Is there a message he's giving me? Medicine. There was a message. He traveled to you because I have the Chariot card. He's telling me already that there is progress being made. That's what he's telling me. Strength card. He came to you out of love. He also tells me that he wants you to remain focused. Find the inner strength that you've been seeking. I feel like you've been asking God and Jesus for inner strength. So I feel like he's telling me that's exactly what he wants you to do, is you have the inner strength. He also tells me that it's to remain courageous. He's telling me that he loves you with that strength card, and to be open. He tells me he acknowledges your love with that. I have the 4 of Pentacles. So the 4 of Pentacles tells me that things are going to be good. Things are under control with the 4 of Pentacles. He also tells me there's some things that you're trying to let go of. And 3 women, you talk about Jesus and 3 women. I have a 4 of Pentacles. There's 4 tangible people you did see, for sure. That's what the 4 of Pentacles also tells me. And I have the 6 of Pentacles after that. It was because you asked. So he's telling me what you've been asking for, you're going to receive. So he's telling me he answered your prayers. That's what he told me. He came to you because he answered your prayers. And he also wants you to know that you're very loving and you're very generous. That's why I feel he brought your daughters into the vision for you. So it was comfortable to say, I'm protecting them as well. I am with them as well. So I feel like they bring you balance. So I feel like that's why he brought them into the vision. And the 8 of Pentacles. So there's a lot of pentacles in this. So it tells me that things are coming along. He wants you to get things are being worked on with that pentacle. The 8 of Pentacles is something being worked on, a skill. He's working. He tells me mastery. So it tells me things are moving along, and he wants you to continue working on yourself towards mastery. So he's telling me this is something that he's telling me that to continue, have the vision. Knight of Swords. So yes, he's telling me there's action being taken. So he wants you to know that there's been action there's been action this whole time. It's just that he's been protecting us. He's been holding on to that. So I feel like this is something that this was him, the beliefs you have. That's a defending beliefs for me too, with that Knight of Swords. So that tells me he's telling you, he's also protecting your daughters, as I mentioned, with the Knight of Swords, and protecting you. Also tells me he's coming to so you defend your beliefs. So he's telling me, yes, I am coming to her to acknowledge her prayers, so she knows. And the Fool. So it tells me that there's a new beginning coming, a new journey is coming. He wants you to. This is trust in life again. Have that faith again. That's what he's telling me. He wants you to be that Fool, because there's going to be a Tower moment. There's going to be some disruption. The Tower moment's coming. Okay, things are being reevaluated. There's going to be something coming, an awakening is happening. But he also tells me with the 6 of Cups, it's a gift. It's happened. So this has already happened in the past. I feel like we're manifesting that into the now. I don't know why, but I feel like because 6 of Cups is a nostalgia card, so I feel like this is something that he wants you to know, like this is a happy gift is coming. He also wants to know that he has such happy memories of you. So that's what he's telling me. And then I have the 4 of Wands. So there's going to be celebration. As I mentioned, a bright, sunny day. We're going to have get-togethers, celebration, joy. So they're telling me that. And the Ace of Pentacles is at the base of my deck. So that tells me it's a manifestation for you, and all the things you've been praying for are coming, and it'll be a divine gift from God. And the Hierophant, yep. So he's telling me you're really connected to spirit, and you've been asking. So that's why he came to you. So it's good. And justice is coming. Yep. So I got the justice card. So balance is coming. It's going to be a win-win. So we have to remain, strong. Don't get too high or too low. Things are going to work out. Win-win situation for us will come to fruition. So that's what he was telling me. Bright new day, sunshine. If the sun is going to shine, it's going to be rising tomorrow. It's always, the sun will come out tomorrow. That's what he's telling you, that things are going to get brighter. So hope that resonated with you, Light Being Lisa. And thank you for the super sticker. There's a newer, deadlier drug already in America is more potent and addictive than fentanyl. And that's supposed to sweep the country. Will the white hats sit back? Is it part of the plan? Well, let's find out. Last thing we need is more people having drug issues. Let's find out. There's a new drug that's supposed to be more potent than fentanyl. Will the white hats allow the drug to come through? Is it part of the plan? More potent than fentanyl? Wow. You can just die from touching fentanyl. More potent than that. Who would want to put that in their body? If you just touch it and die, like, what would make somebody say that? I don't know. Okay. In the past, there was. Looks like I have an Ace of Cups, so that's a strong yes. So yes. And they were going to flood. I have the Ace of Cups as a cup flowing over. So they were going to flood or try to flood this stuff in. And I have the Devil card after that in the past. And they wanted to do it. I have the 10 of Cups after that. So the dark was planning it, and I have the 10 of Cups. So I wanted to affect the family unit. That's the purpose. They wanted to fulfill this. I have the King of Cups after that. So I feel like this was some shady leader agreed to this to allow this to happen. And I have the 3 of Pentacles. So yeah, it was teamwork. So this was an agreement that was multiple people involved, I feel, with the situation. And the Moon card. Yeah. So it tells me, like, what that tells me, though, that was the idea. Because I asked if the White Hats were going to allow that to happen moving forward. And I have the Moon card. So it tells me after the teamwork, so it tells me the alliance. So it tells me the dark in the past had that plan, is what I'm pulling right now. But I also feel like this is something that it's not going to happen, because I have the 10 of Cups. That's the energy of what's going on now. So it tells me healthy fulfillment, because I have that there's some type of leader, a King of Cups. It could also tell me that some King of Cups stepped in to bring up. See, I'm burping. So emotional balance. I feel like it's to bring balance for a possible disruption that they were planning, and it was a group effort, because I have the 3 of Pentacles. So I feel like there was plans in the past for that, but I feel like there's a group of people that are stepping in. That's the Moon card comes out, so it tells me illusion. So I feel like they may put it out. The White Hats may put that out, like that's what's really going on. Yeah. So I feel like that's going to be, so I feel like the White Hats will have something to do with it. So I feel like it'll be part of the movie, because I have the Moon card. Those are illusions. Those are things that are being brought to light. I feel like they're going to be calling things out, and to bring that awareness that somebody agreed to this previously to allow this to happen. So I feel like that's what they're going to do. And I have the because the reason why I have the 2 of Wands. So that's something it's been planned. So it's also showing that, to show that there is progress. So it also feels like this is something, decisions. So somebody had to make a decision in the past to allow this to go forward. So I feel like this has been intercepted by off-worlders as well, because I have the Hierophant card. So there means there's tradition. There's I feel like off-world is involved with this as well. But I also feel that this is to show that there's institutions involved, organizations, people involved with this. Wisdom is going to come out, I feel, and justice after that. So that tells me it's not going to happen because the white hats have stepped in, and I feel like there will be justice. So I feel like they're calling this out, and I feel like this is something that will bring balance. And even though it'll seem bad on the news and all these other things, but I feel like it's to show a cause and effect type of approach. Like, see if, like the border thing as well. See, we're going to cause a problem, and then how is that going to affect moving forward? So I feel like this is all going to bring balance. It's going to balance itself out, and I feel like justice is going to come. It'll be a win-win for all involved, and people will come to justice. So it's a creative way with the Page of Swords holding up my whole reading. So it's a creative way for them to do that. So there's going to be some conflicting gossip, innuendo is what that is. Okay. So you're going to hear a lot of this, and it's not going to mean hardly anything. So thanks for the super sticker, DHP, and appreciate it and hope they resonate. All right. Let's see. Carol. Carol's father. Carol Hamlet. Carol Hamlet's father. The light only. Message do you have for her and her daughter? Please and thank you for your assistance. So I have the Chariot. So he did tell me, yeah. So he knew he left. He did move on, obviously. But he also told me there's departure. So he departed. He's telling me, yes, I did depart in the past. So he's telling me that he wants you to remain courageous, and that was part of what he had to do at the time. He also tells me, because the Strength card is next, so it tells me like he wants you to be strong, and he also tells me he loves you. He also tells me with your daughter that same thing. He wants you. He's giving you love, and he tells me you're very loving for her. So he's telling me that he's very. You have great inner strength, and your focus is being acknowledged out of love. So he wants you to know that. He tells me very compassionate. He also tells me that there's some things you're holding on to, though. The Four of Pentacles. So there's something there. So it tells me that there's something you need to release. And I feel even with your sister. I'm sorry. So you and your sister. So I feel like there's some things you guys have to move past. He says you're holding on to something. Because he tells me that you need to give this away, this energy that you're holding on to. You need to give it away. He tells me out of love with the Six of Pentacles. So this is something. He also tells me very generous. And so he tells me that there's something when it comes to you're going to find balance. You guys are moving forward. So he wants you to find balance. That's what he's telling me. You have to remove something. He says you're working on yourself. He wants you to continue to work on yourself with the Eight of Pentacles. So he tells me like you're developing. So he's telling me you're making progress. He wants you to continue to work on the bigger picture, continue to make those baby steps and work on yourself and develop new skills for yourself. He said it was he understands with the Tower card that this was a disruption when he passed on for both of you guys. But he also wants, he says that this was you need to release with the Tower card. There's something there that needs to come out, needs to release. You need to let go, he's telling me. Because I have the Magician card. So he's telling me that what he's telling me is he wants you to have that self-confidence again. You have all the tools in the toolbox with the Magician card to manifest how you want your reality to be. He wants you to be strong again. And that's what he's telling me. So he's telling me, once again, skill, working on yourself, things you're manifesting, he's telling me. because he tells me that there's a lot on your plate. You guys are burdened. He tells me with the 9 of Wands, there's some burden there. So it tells me you guys are hard workers, or something you're holding on to that is weighing you down. So he's telling me both that that's what he wants you to do. He's telling me you're taking this responsibility and these things on you that you need to let go of. He said, I'm okay. Exactly. The Fool. So he says you need to let go and go on the Fool's journey. The Fool's journey, telling me he wants you to be spontaneous again, joy of life. This is a new trust in life again. That's what he's telling me. Be that childlike, beautiful souls that you both are. He wants you to have that same type of joy again, and innocence. He said there's unlimited possibilities that you guys could do. So many beautiful things. He tells me with the 6 of Cups, he's telling me he loves you, and he's telling me that you guys he had good memories of you guys from when you guys were little. So this tells me like that he wants you to have that joy as well. Remember the happy times. That's what he's telling me. Not the bad times, not that I'm gone. He wants you to focus. You both focus on that. Focus on the beautiful, the beautiful times. Because he's telling me that the 4 of Wands, he's celebrating right now. He celebrates you. He wants you guys to celebrate. If you're not together, he says he wants you guys to get together. He wants you guys, I feel like you guys are going to have some type of coming together in a place. And I feel like that's something maybe you guys can do together to help kind of release some of this stuff. So that's what he's telling me. And the 3 of Cups after that. So yes. So I feel like that's a celebration. That's you and your sister. He's telling me like there's going to be happiness. He enjoys, besides your sister, he tells me, he wants you guys to connect, friendship and beautiful. So he tells me that this happiness, he wants that happiness. So I feel like there's got to be, if you guys don't live near each other, you guys should probably connect or get to a certain location together. I feel like it will help you both to release some of these things that you need to let go of. He said, because things are going to be beautiful after that. You will really enjoy it because there's conflicts in your mind. That's what he's telling me with the 5 of Wands. But then he tells me everything is going to be beautiful, the Ace of Pentacles. So you're manifesting everything. You're able to move past it. He also tells me that there's beautiful opportunity. You guys are going to be financially secure. Things are going to be okay. So he's telling me things are coming along, okay? So this is your opportunity, he's telling me. The opportunity to release, and things are going to move forward so beautifully for you, okay? You have to take the action, though, he says. Release it. That's what he's telling me. So with the Knight of Swords underneath my whole deck. So hope that resonated with you, Carol, and thank you for the super sticker. Let's find out. I'm going to use my angel deck. Dennis, let's see what we got. Oh, one card flew out of my deck. Okay, so I got the Queen of Swords, or the Queen of Air. So that tells me, Dennis, that you've been taking objective measures towards trying to better your health or whatever you're doing. I feel like supplements or something. I feel like there's been very objective stuff that you've been doing that you feel like resonates with you. See, my light is flickering. Oh, excuse me. But what that's telling me with Queen of Air is there's some things you need to let go of. Fears. That's what they're telling me. There's some fears there because it's, you know, things that no longer serve you. I mean, I know we talk about this, but that's what it's telling me. And it's also telling me the beautiful thing that I get, I don't know why, I just got find the humor in things, just like you do. That's what it tells me. Find the humor in things as you have been. That's what it tells me. That's why the little quirky way you say things to people, that's finding the humor in the crazy thing. So that's a gift you have. That's what they're telling me. I have the 6 of Wands or 6 of Fire. So it tells me victory. So I don't feel like when it comes down to things, if there's anything that I'm seeing so far, 9 of Swords. It tells me the worst thing you have now is from not sleeping. So that's what it tells me. But you also expect the worst. That's what it tells me with the 9 of Swords. Those are things that I feel like you read things or concern maybe. As I feel like those are negative thoughts or the anxieties about, oh, I feel like something could be worse than it really is, or do I have this? So that's what they're telling me. Sleepless nights. I feel like that's the worst part of your health at this point is sleepless nights. I have the Lover's card. So it tells me you're in good health. The Lover's card tells me that's exactly a card I would pull for good health and balance. So I feel like that's part of it, your love from the divine. So it tells me like, yes, your mind doesn't shut off. That's what they're telling me. You weigh a lot of decisions. You're thinking all the time. That's what comes up with the swords, the 8 of Swords. You know, imprisonment or just worrying about things, sleepless nights. The Page of Fire. So with the Page of Fire, yeah, it's like I feel like Page of Wands. So I feel like when it comes to it's because you get inspired or there's things that kind of keep your fire going, like you keep it going. So this tells me you're very fiery. When you start to learn something, you hit it and you just keep going, and then you try to keep going and keep going. That's what they're telling me until you get exhausted, and then you just I'm done. So there's the Hermit card. It's because you're on a spiritual enlightenment. So you're learning things. So this is why you're having the sleepless nights. So you're self-discovering a lot about yourself. That's what they're telling me. The Hermit. You're enlightening. You're blazing a path. You're finding out things that you didn't know before. Then I have the Wheel of Fortune. So I think things are going to be good for you. Fortune's on your side. You're learning. So I feel like you've been working on it. They're telling me that's amazing. So they're also telling me things are going to be okay. Okay. So it's I have holding up my deck is it's the Hierophant in other decks, but this one says Unity. But with the Unity card, that tells me with the Hierophant, same thing. It's the institutions. Be aware of them. That's what they're telling me. So trust your intuition. The things you've been doing, you've been working towards that for a reason. It's been spiritually been pulled that way. All right, Dennis. Thank you for the super sticker, and I hope that resonated with you. Can you please tell me my totem animal? Ooh, that's a good one. I will ask. See what I get. Let me show you. I feel your animal totem is a raven. And reason why I'm saying is I feel you can connect it with the Hermit card. This is like this raven brings knowledge to you. So, and I feel like it brings you healing. So, because I have the Hermit card first in your past, so it's something that you spiritually connect to, and I feel like it's something that they're telling you to connect to more. And also tell me with the Medicine Mother, it's you haven't it brings knowledge. So I feel like you're connected some way with knowledge. Then I have the Autumn card, releasing the old and rest. So that also has that's what I feel like it's a raven. I feel like you have a raven, but I also feel you have a snake. So I also feel you have a snake. So I feel like you have a couple. So I feel like the snake, that I feel like you change. There's a lot of things that you're able to maneuver. And I feel like that's what they're telling me. You're evolving. So I feel like you're gaining more animal totems, is what they're telling me. So then I have a broken arrow. So yeah. So that tells me like as your energy increases and the peace comes, that I feel like that's what they're doing. As your energy increases, you are gaining more energetic guides. Yes. So they want you to, and that's a peacekeeper. So I feel like this is something that they're trying to bring peace and harmony, and I feel like that's what they're asking you with that broken arrow as well. So I feel like this is part of the job, and there. So I feel like the Stargazer. So it tells me what the Stargazer card is, that this is these they come to you from the divine, these animal guides. And I feel like your totem, that's what they're telling me. You're spiritually enlightened. See how bright my light is? So it tells me they bring you spiritual knowledge, and they also bring you healing. So I feel like that's something they want you to connect more with the hermit. That's your energy is the hermit in this card for me. So I hope that resonated with you. I have a raven and I also have a snake. All right. Thank you very much. Can you do a pull on medbed release? Ooh, let's hope so. All right. Medbed release. Dang, it's an hour already? Wow, that's crazy. I'm asking, will they be released by 2024? Because I think we're going to have a rough next year. See how my light got brighter there? So that may be a yes already. So let me find out. Okay. Beautiful. So the first card I pulled was the Six of Swords. So there's going to be this is a transition. So there's got to be a transition. So it tells me leaving behind the old, um, moving out of troubled water. So we have to transition. And I have the Page of Wands. So that's a soft yes for me, by 2024. That tells me also that there's going to be freedom. We have to be free first. That's what it's telling me with that Page of Wands. We have to be free, and I feel like there's a lot of limitless potential. And once we have that, there's inspiration. We're going to be inspired again, after we transition from the old. So it tells me with the Ten of Pentacles after that fulfillment. That's the energy of this question. That tells me that it's going to be beautiful. There's going to be financially, we're going to be secure, as well as health, and the legacy we leave behind can be very strong. And I have the Eight of Cups. So there has to be loss. We have to transition away from that. We have to walk away from the old in the near future. So it tells me, because I asked by 2024, so it tells me in the near future. So sometime in 2023, I feel like we're going to have to walk away from a system. And I feel like then I have the Seven of Swords after that. Seven of Swords is in the distant future. So the distant future tells me, yeah, it's something that's been planned. It's being strategized, how they're going to release it. And I feel like this is something, and but there's conflicts. That's what they're trying to overcome right now with that Five of Swords. There's been conflicts. So they've been working on the conflicts, and they have to set us free. We have to be free from the conflict. And then once we're free from the conflict, I have the Page of Pentacles. It will happen. Manifestation. That means it's going to be a reality, a tangible thing. So this tells me there's tangible. And then I have the Justice card. So it tells me people have to come to justice. We have to be free and sovereign, at that point, and justice will come. So it tells me things are going to work out by 2024. I feel like we're going to have something come about. Okay. So there's going to be renewal. Okay. There's going to be renewal coming by 2024. So just keep doing what you're doing. Try to stay as high vibe as you can, Lauren. And I hope that resonated with you. Okay. Thank you for the super sticker. And what is alcohol's origin, and is it now an entity? Well, that's why they call it spirits. There's a reason why they call it spirits. So because when you drink, your spiritual boundaries are lessened. You're easier, your energetic field, you're not as vigilant. So that's the part of the reason why it's called spirits. But let me see what the cards say. And is it now an entity? Can you tell me about alcohols from the highest light? Alcohol's origin, and is it now an entity? Please and thank you. Well, the first card I pull is the Five of Pentacles. So that tells me it is loss, ill health. So it was created in the past to bring ill health. Wheel of Fortune. So it was to bring change. It was to bring change, and not for the better. It's to bring change downward. That's a karmic thing. They brought it here. Unpredictable. It's an unpredictable thing. That's what they're telling me. So unpredictable how it reacts to your body individually. I have the Page of Swords. So yes, it was they brought it here. It was a creative way to make people sick. So I feel like there was a lot of things, and it's funny. Thirst for knowledge. That's kind of what I also get from the Page of Swords. So some type of thirst. So I feel like it was the knowledge they put out was misleading. So I feel like that's what gossip and innuendo with the Page of Swords. I feel like what they put out was to poison us, but that information wasn't really put out when it was created. And I have the World card, so it was to be blasted out to the whole world. It was to change the people's health, the world. That's what they're telling me. High Priestess. So it tells me it affects your intuition, as I mentioned before. I even said spirits. So it tells me with the High Priestess, that's why it was developed to alter your intuition. It dumbs it down, and your sensitivity goes down. Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, when I asked if it's an entity now, let me pull. It is. It is. I have the Knight of Pentacles. So it tells me that this is something that's been worked on to get it to this point. It's like a machine with alcohol now. It's something that's been worked on. And I have the Ace of Wands. So it was a project that was worked on. So yes, it comes to fruition when you ask me about if it's an entity now. I feel like yes. That tells me. Queen of Wands. So yes, I feel like there is an entity with that next to the Ace of Wands is the Queen of Wands. So yes, I feel like there's some type of fiery energy related to that. And I feel like this is something that was planned a long time ago with the Seven of Pentacles holding up my deck. And it was a long-term view to poison people. All right. Thanks, DHP Jr. I appreciate that. Hope that resonated with you. Could you ask Spirit what star seeds I am and if I have ties to Atlantis? All right. I feel you're from Sirius. And I was getting Sirius in my mind, and I keep getting that when I'm looking at your cards. I feel you've been reincarnated multiple times. I feel like you've been here at least 7 times. Okay. This is possibly your 8th incarnation here. But I also feel with the Knight of Pentacles, this is something you've been working on. So it tells me you were possibly a warrior, some type of warrior in Atlantis. I asked if you were. So I have the Knight of Pentacles. So yes, you're very truthful. You're a hard worker. So I feel like this is something you did. You were very efficient in the things that you did. You're also, I feel like some type of warrior. And I feel the Ace of Wands comes out. So yes, that tells me this was your desire to keep coming back, to help. That's what they're telling me. And the world. So yeah, you've been here multiple times. You're completing cycles. I also feel like you're coming here to inspire the world. That's why you come back on this in this reincarnation. It tells me you're completing something with the world. This is a cycle, fulfillment. And I feel with the 10 of Cups, that's going to come to fruition. You're going to meet this goal in this lifetime with that 10 of Cups. That's fulfillment. That's divine love. So you're supported from the divine. So it tells me, I feel, and the Strength card. So yes, you did it. You came here out of love, and this was a gift from God, even though we don't feel like it, but it was something you did. And also telling me you were strong enough to come back and to continue to push forward. So yes, it looks like you were. And the Lover's card, you did it out of love. So yes, that's what it tells me. You came here out of love. You're a fighter, and I feel like this is part of your way of inspiring others in this lifetime. This is a new thing for you, but you did it out of love to bring balance back to this. Why you came here at this time. So transition. 6 of Swords is holding up my deck for the readings. It tells me that you're helping bring transition the world, because I have the World card in your pull. So you're transitioning the world out of troubled waters. So hopefully that resonated with you, Lori, and thank you for the super sticker. To Maven 2, happy birthday. Happy birthday. So I will, at the end, very end of the show, if you stay around, To Maven 2, I'll pull a question for you, okay? I'll pull a question for you. All right. This is your birthday. All right. Archangels, fleets of otherworld beings. Archangels, fleets of otherworld beings. You tell me. Our archangels, fleets of other beings. I got the Page of Pentacles. That's a soft yes for me. Then I have the Temperance card. You're asking about angels? I asked him to give me an angel card, and that's one of my strongest, if not the strongest angel card for me, is the Temperance card. So it tells me yes. When you're asking me. And I have the 7 of Cups. So there's multiple ones. I feel like there's a lot of them. So I feel this is that's their purpose. They come together. So there's multiple. I feel like there's multiple of them. I have 9 of Swords, so I feel that they do. I feel like their energies collectively are here to bring balance. I feel like there's some things because of the trauma that's gone on with that 9 of Swords, and the Hangman comes out. So yeah, I feel like that's part of their sacrifice. That's a self-sacrifice card for me. So they're sacrificing. They're just doing what they're doing. I feel like that was their gift. That's a sacrifice. Sacrifice doesn't mean bad. Sacrifice means that they're giving that gift to watch over us, to bring change. This is something that they're doing. This is part of what they're doing. Part of their enlightenment and ascension as well, because angels ascend and enlighten as well. I feel like they have levels that they work through as well. So I feel like that's part of their mission. They have the King of Wands. So yes, there's a hierarchy that tells me that they volunteered. They have, it's a hierarchy, like a command. the King of Wands. So it tells me visionary, bigger picture. So they're there to help move things along, I feel, and watch over us. And the Queen of Pentacles. So that they're there for a purpose, very practical purpose. Also tells me like there's something there to nurture, to energetically kind of keep things so it's not. I feel that this could have gone way worse, even where we're at now, than what it could have been, because I feel like they help kind of keep it from just crashing and burning. That's what I feel is what they're there for. Yeah, because there's challenges with the Seven of Wands, so that means they're constantly having battles as well. So they're battling for us. They're battling from the darkness. There are knight in shining armors with the Knight of Cups. So yes, they fight our battles for us. A lot of them. So it tells me that they're doing it out of love. They follow their heart. So that's what they're telling me that they're doing. They're a knight in shining armor, knight and the Knight of Swords. So yes, they take action. They fight for us. So it's a battle of good versus dark, or light versus dark. And yes, they're there. And they travel. They come and go. They travel because of the Six of Swords. So they help us move out of troubled waters, and then they take off to go wherever they're going, back to their ship or wherever they're doing. So I feel like there's some truth to that, because I haven't received one no card except for my Nine of Swords, which is, I feel like it's for the healing of the things that we've been having issues with. I feel like they also help us with our dreams. So that tells me like maybe with some nightmares and things like that, I feel like that's part of their mission as well, is to help keep the dark away while we sleep. So that's kind of what I got there, Dennis, and I hope that resonated with you, and thank you for the super sticker. Let's see what Spirit has for 2023. That's my Spirit guides are the highest light in the month. I'm going to go change my deck. I'm going to go back to my other angel deck. Message do you have? What's the general message for 2023? Okay, Six of Pentacles. So it tells me that there's something coming. Gifts of finance, gifts of money. Something I feel is coming for us. New opportunities are coming. So something new and tangible is going to bring balance back to us with the Six of Earth. Paying off debts. Debt forgiveness, I feel, is coming in 2023. That's what I just got. Eight of Cups. So we have to walk away from something. The Eight of Water. So it's something we have to move. We have to move past. We're spiritually growing. They're telling me that we're searching for something more meaningful. That's what I feel that they're telling me we're going to work towards in 2023. This is something, emotional growth, spiritual growth is going to happen tremendously in 2023. Then I have the Lover's card. So I feel like this is something, there's going to be some good health coming again. There's going to be some type of renewal. There's some type of love. This is love from the universe that's coming. Divine love, the Lover's card, balance. So it's also telling me we're going to have to carefully weigh our decisions moving forward. So it also tells me like energetically what we put out is what we receive. So we're telling me that's what we're working. And also we're going to work on intimate relationships. Could be people maybe you had falling out with. It could be, when it comes down to it, your siblings, your brothers and sisters, your moms and dads, whatever it is that you've had. I feel like there's going to be some type of reconciliation, some type of love and balance brought back to that. So they're telling me something is going to come in 2023. Then I have the Four of Pentacles. So they're telling me that there's some type of something to do with money, giving to the less fortunate. I feel, see how bright my light is now? So I feel in 2023, there's going to be a gift that's coming to us. They're going to give to the less fortunate. The meek shall inherit the earth. I just got that in my head. So I'm getting the Four of Pentacles. So something has been held on to, this money, this situation, these misers and these people who've been hoarding the money like greed, just greedy people. I feel like that's going to be given to the less fortunate as we move forward. Then I have the Page of Pentacles, or the Page of Earth. So it tells me that there's good news about finances coming. Something financial is coming in 2023. I feel we're going to learn something, new areas of study. So I feel like maybe some quantum stuff's coming out. We're going to start to learn, possibly start to learn about that more. We're going to want to branch out and learn new skills and so on and so forth. But I also feel like we want to do something more challenging. I feel like many of us are wanting to expand and do something more challenging in 2023 as we move forward. Then I have the Four of Air. So that tells me like there's going to be renewal, time for rest. So I feel like there's going to be a gift coming to us. We're going to be in a renewal phase. Things have been reevaluated. So it also tells me like we're going to be able to take a breath, maybe take a vacation, take a rest, and then kind of be in a renewal phase, I feel, maybe in 2023. Then I have the Chariot. So there's going to be movement, the Chariot. There's going to be victory, movement, achievement. An important achievement is going to happen in 2023. But also tell me they want you to be self-disciplined. So it tells me if you receive these gifts, there's got to be discipline to it. It's just not willy-nilly for everything. There's got to be some type of willpower, some type of, developing and working on yourself and being generous. Also tells me there's going to be something publicly recognized in 2023. It's going to come out. So this situation, I feel, as we move forward. Then I have the Nine of Earth. So we're going to be sovereign beings, I feel, in 2023. And I feel like we're going to be able to enjoy things. I feel like, also tells me that we're going to be spending more time, I feel, because we're going to be connecting spiritually. That tells me that we're going to be working on ourselves. The fruits of our labor are going to come out. So I feel like that's something that we're going to have success. That's what it's telling me. And then the Ace of Fire. So the Ace of Fire. So yeah, beautiful change in life. That's inspiration is coming. Victory. Those are things we're going to be inspired. So I feel like something new is coming that's going to be for the benefit of us. And I have, it's the Six of Swords, or the Six of Air, is at the base of my deck. So that's transition. We're going to be transitioning, moving out of troubled waters, going from the old to the new. So I feel like 2023 is going to be a big year for us. And thank you for the super sticker, Muse, and I hope they resonated with you. And so it is, Linda. So it is. Yeah, for some of you guys who don't, I don't get to all the questions like until I get to them. I just go scroll through and then I read all the comments afterwards. So I'm not ignoring when people get my attention, even with the bells and all that stuff. Doesn't do me any good because I don't even look at it until after the fact. Yep, I got you. X. Have any accountability for the things he put her through. Thank you. I'll stick with my angel deck. So I feel there will be accountability. First thing I have is lovers. I feel like you guys were in love in the past. That's where I pulled first. So I feel like there was some connection there, for sure. Then I have the Strength card after that. So it tells me, yeah, there was some love. Both of you, he loved you, you loved him. Also tells me there's great inner strength, but also tells me that there's some harsh judgments, some things that need to be released. And I feel with you and with him, because I have the Four of Pentacles or Four of Earth. So there's something both of you are holding on to. So there's something that comes to, I feel like if it's something, there's going to be something good coming, good decisions. So I feel like there's going to be some good decisions favorable for you. Nine of Earth. So yeah, the fruits of your labor. So I feel like things are going to come to fruition. Okay. It also tells me, what they're telling me though is they want you to start enjoying your life. That's what they're telling me with the Nine of Pentacles. The Seven of Fire. They tell me you stand up for what you believe. Telling me that you stand up for your belief and the decisions and your decisions. So you stand firm in your decisions, what they're telling me. So it also tells me, like, they also tell me to choose your battles wisely. That's what they're telling me. I have the 7 of Earth. So it tells me, like, the seeds have been well planted. You have unnecessary worry. So it tells me, like, you're worrying more than needs to, and things will come to fruition for you, okay? The Dreamer, which is the Fool card. So it tells me this is a leap of faith, okay? You have to let go. You're on a new journey now. So it tells me, like, they want you to unexpected opportunities. So things are going to come to you, but you have to release these things and this fear and the wanting to get back. That tells me you have to release them, okay? And I have the Page of Cups. So a new person's going to come into your life. If they haven't already, in your future, you're going to have somebody come into your life, okay? I feel like there's going to be some type, and this relationship is going to move into a new phase. So that tells me there's going to be transition, and your relationship with your ex is going to move into a new path, not the way it was. Okay. So doesn't tell me you're going to be, any, and I have the 8 of Pentacles. So yeah, keep working on yourself. Things are going to work out for you. Okay. And I feel like that's what they're telling me. It's a work in progress. Okay. Release these things. They're telling me work on you. Okay. He's working on himself. You're working on you. And then the High Priestess comes out. So trust your intuition. You felt that was the thing you needed to do. Your intuition brought you that way for a reason. Okay. Stay strong. Okay. They're telling me they want you to have patience. Things are going to work out. Also tells me that they want you to, act, be cautious, as I mentioned, before you act. That's what they're telling me. And then the Star card, remain hopeful. Okay. Stay calm. Connect with the divine. Okay. This is your moment to shine. Long-term plans. Be optimistic about the long-term view. Okay. So I hope that resonated with you, Linda, and thank you for the super sticker. Showing a flash, one at sunrise and one at sunset. They were beautiful. No fear at all. Wondering why I was showing that. Good one. Well, let's find out. Shall we? Shiggity shizzle. And a lot of you I know asked me, like, I've had some comments say, hey, can you show us the cards? I'm visual learner. I like to see what you talk about. I love how you describe the cards, helps me learn better. But here's the thing. I have so many I have to go through quickly that I don't really have the time to pull cards and show every one of them. That's why I explain the way I do. So as you can go, you can play this back if you want, and then have a deck in front of you. And then if I explain all the cards I usually have. So the more repetition, you kind of understand that. Okay. So I hope that helps you. Whoever I was making those comments. And I love that 111 in the chat. That's amazing. All right. Bernadine. Sort of flash. One at sunset, one at sunrise. What was the message? Was there a message? What was the message? Please and thank you. So yes, funny thing. First thing I got was the 8 of Earth. Okay. So that tells me, like, seeds have been well planted, a brighter future, have the long-term view. So this is what it's telling me. Okay. So also it's telling me you're learning about a lot of things with that 8 of Earth or 8 of Pentacles. Then I have the 4 of Fire or 4 of Wands. So that tells me that there's going to be content and peace. That's what it's telling me. Abundance. It also tells me that successful completion of a project that they've been working on. Success. I feel like that's, and the funny thing is you said about a sunset and sunrise, it's fire with the sun. So I have the 4 of Wands. So yes, I feel, and then literally the sun. So this is the card that just popped out in the middle. That is the energy of this reading in the center of this pull. And it's the sun card. Okay. And I feel it's to tell you that there's a happy outcome. It's that these things are coming out that's going to lead to success. Okay, all these brilliant ideas, the divine brilliant plan is coming. It's going to work out and it's going to be beautiful. Okay, so they're also telling you it's to have you have confidence when you've been. I feel like it was to build your confidence is what they're telling me with the Sun card. Archangel Uriel is the one that came to you with that vision of the sun. Then I have the Two of Swords. So it's because you've been weighing something. Something's been weighing on your mind. Things have been stalled. The Two of Swords. I feel like that's what they're telling me. It's because of what you've been asking about. Then I have the Ten of Air. So that tells me something is going to come to an ending. End of a difficult situation. That's the sun setting. End of a difficult situation. Then one at sunrise. So it tells me that there's going to be something better. Okay. So it's embrace the change. That's what it's telling me. It's also telling me like, things are going to get better. Things are moving forward then I have the Queen of Water. So that tells me healing is coming. Nurturing. It was a creative way for the divine to send you a message. The Five of Air, because there's been conflicts, there's been some obstacles, there's been some things that have been going on. And then I have the Six of Wands or the Six of Fire. So it tells me something is going to be publicly acknowledged. And that's the way of acknowledging you for the questions and the concerns you have. So it tells me there's victory coming. Good news. So once again, the old we set on the sun, and then the new sunrise is a beautiful new beginning. So, and then the Knight of Water. So that tells me the Knight of Water is Knight in shining armor moment. It's a creative way, intuitively, that they sent this message to you to tell you things are going to be okay. There are divine forces that are working on our behalf. So hopefully that resonated with you, Bernadine, and thank you for the super sticker. What is the real significance behind burying people 6 feet under the ground? Well, good thing. Funny thing. So for some of you who may not know, I made a mention this. I had a download months and months ago. And I was driving by a cemetery. So the cemetery, when I was driving by, I saw this tilted obelisk, monument, gravestone. It was tilted like it was falling over, like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So it looked like. So as soon as I drove by it, I looked at it and something flashed into my mind. First thing I got was ninth dimension. I got that. That's not separate. But then I got another download. It says under the ground, under the ground, under the ground. So I felt like there was a reason why they tell people to bury people under the ground. And I feel like that's not what we're supposed to do. So that's what I automatically got. But I'm going to pull some cards and see. But that's what I got intuitively without even asking when I drove by a cemetery some time ago. Ooh, now my ears are ringing really bad. This is the significance of burying somebody 6 feet underground. Let's not be a topic of conversation. Watch her be pentacles. Okay, I don't have anything dark with the 6 feet under, but what I do have is I got the Lover's card. So I feel it depends on your I feel it's your I got a lot going on in my head. I feel it's your intention. So with the Lover's card, I feel like it's your intention. So I feel like it's something like they did that. They do it out of love. They've done it for a long time in the past out of love. They've buried people. But I also feel with the strength card, it's because of things they've been taught. It's a judgment. I feel like releasing harsh judgment. I feel like if they felt that they weren't buried, I feel like there was some type of agreement with the Lover's card. Someone came to an agreement that says we're going to bury this person out of love, and I feel like those traditions or that type of thing move forward. But I also feel like it was for releasing harsh judgments. I feel like it was a finality to the situation. I feel like that was something like they were also afraid from the past of being judged because of what they were taught. Because I have the Four of Pentacles or the Four of Earth, so it tells me something's been held on to. So I feel like this is something that's been held on to, like some type of tradition. I feel like it was to make money with the Four of Pentacles. It was an investment. So I feel like they turned burials and cemeteries and things for money. With it was an investment, the Four of Earth. So I feel then I have the Nine of Pentacles or the Nine of Earth. So I feel like it was to once again, it was something to bring Nine of Pentacles. It was something to bring abundance to the parties involved. But I also have the release card in the future. So it tells me with the release card, it's the end of something, a situation. So it tells me spiritual transformation. So I feel like that's what people felt and were told that was part of for them to move on. They had to be buried, but that's not the case. And it was the intention, is what they're telling me from the past. That's what sends you on is your intention. Six of Wands. So yes. So I feel like that's what it is. It was recognized. That's publicly what they did. That's what they do. They publicly did that, and it was to that people were afraid to be judged if they didn't follow along. It was because that was agreed to many generations ago. And the Ten of Swords, but that's coming to an end. I feel like that practice will come to an end in the future with the Ten of Air. So that tells me that was just it. It was people were burdened. It was a lot on to do. So I feel like it was a way when people were burdened with people's loss. I mean, sad and things like that. What I mean by burden, I feel like it was a way for them to exploit that situation. Is what they're telling me. And the Two of Swords. So yeah, because people have to make difficult decisions on what to do. So that was the perfect time for them when people were having to make decisions. They slipped right in there and say, "This is all for money, for me to be able to do this." You see how bright my light is? It's amazing. And Justice. So yes. So the Justice card comes out. So I feel like there's going to be something we're going to learn. Standing up for your beliefs. I feel like people didn't do that enough. I feel like that's what they kind of were led to. And I feel like that's something that um, just knowing what's right, doing what's right. I feel like they felt they were doing the right thing because that's what they were taught. But I feel like I don't see anything nefarious to it. Maybe the six it was something that was agreed to upon. I don't see anything dark when it comes to the six. I feel like that was just a number between 3, 6, 9, and the dark always likes to use things sixes and nines. So I feel like that might have something to do with it because the first card I have is the Lover's card, which is also numbered 6. When you ask me about 6 feet under the ground, so that tells me that there was something that was agreed to. I feel like it was a way of exploiting people, but it also tells me like the ego is at the base of my deck. So it tells me the ego was involved. So I feel like people's pride and, like I said, not wanting to be out of the ordinary, not look, be the off ball and be, ridiculed about things. That's why I feel like that situation just kept on going. So that's what I got, DHP Jr. And thank you for the super sticker. All right. Who is my star family? Let's find out. Actually, I'm going to use my ancestor card. I'm going to use my ancestor deck. One card flew out of my deck, so let me see what it was. Heart Guardian. So as you know, I was always one card that flies out. That's my first card I put down. So that's the Heart Guardian. So it tells me that that's love. So I feel like you're love. So that's the first card. So it's something that tells me you're connected to them through your heart. And the Hermit. So I have the Hermit card. So I'm just trying to get what I'm getting. I'm getting Orion. I got that before I even said anything about this. So I feel like this is something that you're connected to them spiritually, and you connect through your heart. Medicine Mother. So yes, you have an inner knowing. I feel like you kind of know. So that's when you see these stars flash at you every night. That's because you kind of know you're connected to your heart. So I feel like this is what they're telling me. So they're telling me that this is time for you with the Autumn card. It's time for you to release the old. This is your time for you in a renewal phase. This is a way for them to acknowledge that you're in this process of renewing. Because I have the Magic Guardian. So it tells me, yes, you're manifesting. I feel like they feel your energy, you're magical. So they're telling me that you're part of this group, and I feel like very magical beings. And I feel like this is something that you're going to learn to unlock. That's why you're starting to unlock, and that's why you keep seeing the flashes and things. I feel like you're manifesting these things, and I feel like that's what they're telling me. And I feel like I get the White Witch. So that tells me the light. You're a light. So that's their way you connect to the stars, because it's light. It's light. So I feel like they're telling me that's their way energetically. I feel like you're very good energy. So I feel like that's what they're telling you. They communicate to you because that's their way of being light beings for you. And I have Lord. So they're telling me that this is exactly right. So they're telling me with this family that you're taking charge of yourself in this timeline down here. So they're telling me that they're also telling me that there's a hierarchy. So there's also, I feel like, others watching over you. That's what they're telling me with that Lord card. And then I have the Druid. So I feel like they're around you all the time. We may not see them, but I feel like they're manifesting when you can see the flickers and the lights and the stars. I feel like that's why. So I feel like they're always around you with that Druid. So I feel like energetically you share the same. They're around you all the time. Then I have the Shaman. So yeah, so these are higher forces for sure. So it tells me like they come to you. I feel like this is a way you connect, and I feel like this is divinely guided with the Shaman card. And I feel like it's a healing thing. I feel like this is something like it brings. I feel like when you look up to it, I feel you connect. So that's a way of you healing and connecting spiritually, is what they're telling me with the Shaman. And I have a Shaolin Master. So it tells me that you're taking action. They're letting you know you're taking action, and you're moving along this journey the way you're supposed to, and they're guiding you. So that's what they're telling me with the Shaolin Master. And they're your guardian angels. So I have the guardian angel card. Okay, you're not alone. So it's their way with the stars, as I mentioned, to manifest so you're not alone. Okay, so that's what they're telling me. They're looking over you. Those are your guardian angels, and stargazers holding up my deck. So it tells me that yes, when you're asking about stars, yeah, that tells me how spirit is connecting when I read. Is most of the time it really hits. So it tells me that they're watching over you. They're your guardian angels. So just kind of watching over you to make sure that you stay on track. Hope that resonated with you, Nilza. Thank you for the super sticker. Cheryl, thank you very much for the super sticker. Light and love, light and love. You guys are all awesome. I'm sending you healing energy, okay? All right. Cheryl, I don't know if you meant to send two, but thank you very much. I really always appreciate everything you guys do. I know everyone is really chugging along and trying to do it the best they can with what they have, and I'm very, very grateful. Thank you very much. Wakes me up to take something. What is this? Okay. Well, I had chest pains last night again. So, and I always get it in the same spot, and it woke me up. So, That tells me like I feel like the pain of the collective. Also with your headaches, I'm going to see, but I'm feeling it's something that's an ascension thing. You're getting downloads, and I feel like you're breaking up calcifications, and things like that. So I feel like you're getting some upgrades. But let me see, Marla. Okay. Why is my headaches every night? What can you explain to me about that? I've seen these headaches. Please and thank you for your assistance. Okay, so first card I get is the Justice card. So it's what you're getting. It's going to benefit you, even though I don't feel like it. But I feel like it's going to it's bringing balance. It's a win-win situation for you. Okay. I feel this is something that is karmically coming for you or to you, and I have the Lover's card. So once again, that's balance. I feel like things are coming to you out of you're growing. So it tells me this is something that you're expanding on. Union. So union of the energies is what I feel is you're becoming more in tune. You're becoming more balanced. This is a divine gift from God and the divine. So I have the 10 of cups. So yes, I feel like this is something you're getting. These are upgrades. This is something that is divine in nature. I feel like it's to bring more harmony to your body. It tells me like this is alignment. They're telling me inner alignment is what they keep showing me. So I feel like it's to help you align. Page of Wands. So yes, you're getting all these downloads with the Page of Wands. So you're getting downloads. These are things you're going to be inspired. They're going to come to fruition for you as you move forward. I feel like this is something you're telling me is um, discovery. You're starting to get idea. You're going to start discovering things and ideas is what they're telling me. But also telling me with the Five of Cups, what they're also telling me is that there's something. There could be some pessimism going on. Obviously, I know some loss or some fears. So they're telling me as you get these things, don't be afraid of them, is what they're telling me. The Hierophant. So, yes, they're telling me you're getting downloads from the divine. Okay. So, intuition. It tells me this is something you're getting wisdom, downloads. That's what I kept getting from the beginning, and to trust what you're getting. I have the King of Swords. So, mental clarity. So I feel these are getting things you're going to get mental clarity as you move forward. I feel like these are things are kind of just moving things around, as I mentioned, removing blockages, all that stuff. So I feel like that's what you're going through at this point. And the star card, yes, divine highlights. You're the star of the show. So I feel like it's to bring you healing, to remain hopeful. It's a good omen, even though it doesn't feel like it. It's to help you move along. Okay, Marla, and the sun card holding up my deck. So it's those are good. Those are good downloads you're getting, even though it may not feel like it, but it's going to be better for you moving forward. Hope they resonate with you, Marlon. Thank you for the super sticker. What should we do about moving and healing? Moving and healing. Let's find out. All right. Hmm. Okay, so the first card I have is the Six of Pentacles. I want to ask about moving and healing. So that tells me that something is going to come to you. So that tells me about moving. That tells me that there's what I mean by that. There's something coming to you, some type of healing. I feel like that's something is going to bring you balance. It also tells me the Knight of Swords comes out after this. So the Knight of Swords tells me that you have to take action. So there's going to be movement. There's going to be action taken. You're going to be driven to succeed. That's what they're telling me. Okay. It also tells me with the Five of Wands which is temporary. In the center of the reading, there's conflict. There's going to be some obstacles, but they're temporary. Okay. So I feels like there's maybe some conflict in your mind or conflict about how to proceed, as I mentioned, because I feel like with the Nine of Swords that there's fears, anxieties, sleepless nights, racing thoughts. That's what I feel. But I also feel there's going to be some healing from that in the future. So that tells me I feel like there will be some transition for you, and healing, nurturing. Queen of Pentacles, practical. You're going to be the practical way of healing. I feel like you're going to be able to put that into practice, and you're going to be okay financially in the future, is what they're telling me. But it also tells me that Seven of Wands, that there's some challenges you're going to have to overcome. Okay, that tells me they want you to persevere, maintain control of the situation. Page of Swords. So there's a lot of thoughts. You have a lot of energy mentally, what they're telling me. A lot of racing thoughts, a lot of conflicting thoughts. They're also telling me that there's a lot of mental energy, restless energy, figuring out what to do. Then I have the Magician. So you're already manifesting this. So they're telling me. They're also telling me that you need to take action. If this is how you want it to go, you have the tools in the toolbox. Make it happen. That's what they're telling me. Self-confidence. I feel like there's lacking self-confidence in what that it's got. So also tells me that this is something you're very creative. You're going to find a creative way, a skill. You're going to develop a skill moving forward. I feel like this is something that they want you to do. Okay, you're going to develop skills, manifestation, take your power back. That's what they're telling me. Because there's a lot on your plate. For 10 of Wands, there's burden. There's something you're holding on to. Plate is full. Hard work. You're a hard worker. You're going to complete this, they're telling me. Whatever the situation is going to come to completion with the 10 of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. So your karmic cycle is going to complete. Things are going to change for the better for you, okay? That means there's going to be some travel. The Wheel of Fortune, travel, karmic, coming to completion, inevitable fate. So I feel you're going to move. And I also feel the healing is going to come to you too. That's inevitable fate. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I feel. Then I have the Temperance card. So yes, you're divinely guided in divine timing. So you're going to move when you're meant to move, not a second before, not a second after. It also tells me with the healing, with the Temperance card, that's exactly what that brings. Healing, finding purpose, calm, hope. That's what they're telling me, okay? Have patience, be sensible. The Hanged Man. So there's some sacrifice that you've either made or you're going to be making, or you're weighing decisions. You're enlightening yourself. You're awakening. So it tells me like this is something, a change is coming, but you have to release some things, some fears and all these other stuff. Tell me you have to release. King of Wands. So yes, big picture. They want you to look at the big picture. Okay. Roman, they're telling you the vision. You have a vision. You have the tools. You're strong. You're very strong will. They're telling you they want you to. You're very mature. You're very focused. They want you to remain that way. They want you to push forward. Okay. Big picture. You're going to overcome the challenges, as I mentioned, with that King of Wands, and then the Knight of Cups. So yes, you're going to have. You're going to be very. You're going to be intuitive. Intuitive. I feel like you're intuitively being pulled in this direction already. Is what they're telling me. Okay. So follow your heart. That's what they're telling me. Follow your heart. And the Lover's card, holding up my deck. So balance is coming. Okay. Things are going to come together. Balance. Two energies become one. So I feel like there's going to be some healing in your future. You're going to move. Things are going to work out, but it's in divine timing. All right, Roman, thank you for the super sticker, and appreciate, and Joe as well. I hope that resonates with you. When is Roman Ewing moving to his warm? Boy, a lot of people must like Roman. Well, let's find out. Let's find out. Ooh, man, I've been burping it up tonight. Spirit really wants to talk tonight. I just kind of answer that one, Buse, but I'll do it anyway. It's in divine timing and not a second before, but I'll ask. I'm going to ask if it's going to be within the next year. Okay. Funny thing is, I shuffled the crap out of these cards and I reshuffled them and everything. Got them in different orders though. First card I have is the Queen of Pentacles. So a practical way. Okay, I asked if you're going to move within the next year. So it tells me like this is something that you're going to be able to do financially. You're going to be okay. It tells me that you're going to be moving along. You're going to be able to put things into practice and move them along. And I also have that there's going to be some conflicts at times or some obstacles, as I mentioned. Maybe something you've kind of already overcome a little bit. Maybe you had some issues at the time, maybe some disagreements about what you should do. Because I have the 5 of Wands; those are temporary, and I see that in your immediate past. So then I have here with it the 6 of Pentacles. So I feel maybe within the next 6 months, possibly within the next by middle of next year, by June. I asked if by the end of 2023 or within the next year. So I feel within the next 6 months, possibly, that you may be moving along. I feel like something is going to come to you financially. I feel like these are going to move along. And I also feel like it's going to bring balance. So I feel like this is something you're waiting for. You're going to be able to pursue. Okay. And I have the Knight of Swords. So yeah, it's action. You're going to be able to take action. You're going to make a movement for sure. Okay. So it tells me that that's what they want. Then I have the Magician. So the Magician tells me that once again, you're manifesting this. Keep manifesting it. Keep putting it out. Have that willpower, that confidence, what they're telling me. It also tells me like 7 of Wands at the end of the pull tells me there's some challenges. Okay, you're going to have some challenges, but you're good, or you've had challenges. They want you to maintain control. They also want you to persevere, because I have the Fool card. So you're going to take a journey for sure. You're going to move. I feel within the next 6 months, there's going to be a new journey. The possibilities are endless. I feel like you're going to have a new opportunity, and it's going to be where you're going to feel connected to where you're going. 4 of Swords. So yes, it's going to be renewal. Okay, rest, rebirth. So yes, you will have it. And then the Moon card. So it tells me release your fears with the Moon card. Also tells me trust your intuition, because once I mentioned in the previous poll, it's in divine timing and not a second before. But I feel possibly within the next 6 months, you should be able to move forward. Something may come to you. Okay. Hope that resonated, and thank you for the super sticker. Instead of SIDS, it's SADS. Jam was my creation to find the evil in plain sight. I'm going to ask if it was created by the evil ones or the white hats to unveil the dark agenda. SADS. It's SADS, man. First card I got is a 3 of Wands. So this was planned, yes, in the past. And it was part of our expansion and awakening, I feel, with the 3 of Wands. So it was to show that there was a plan that was prepared for us. I have the Queen of Cups. So that's a healing card. That's a compassion. So I feel it was something, yeah, how they pushed us along, I feel, to make sure it wasn't as bad, is what they're telling me. It was planned. The White Hats planned this. It was to help the situation, because they already knew this is something that was planned in the past. Because I have the strength cards, yeah. So it was done out of love. So they stepped in. I feel it was to there's some influence, so persuasion. So I feel like they jumped in to decrease the amount of persuasion to awaken people out of love. And I have the Nine of Cups. So yeah, what they're telling me is it's for sure. I feel like it's to bring wishes come true. So it tells me to help keep people healthy and content by putting the information out. So I feel it was to foil how bad this could have gone. Because I have the Sun card. I have not one single bad dark card in this. So the base of my deck is the Ten of Swords. So that tells me it was to bring an ending to something, a painful ending. So I feel it was to bring a painful ending to the dark in their narrative. So it tells me it was planned, but it was to make progress for the White Hats, to progress in the plan, to defeat the dark. Also, it was done out of love and compassion for us, as my light got bright right there. I feel like it was done out of love with the strength card. So it was also tell us to the influence that they have, that we have as well. So I feel like it was to help people find inner strength, influence our decisions, connect more from your heart. And I feel like it was something that needed to be done, to, yeah, like I said, it was to bring this, so it didn't come, so the wish didn't come true of the dark that they wanted, is to hurt us, kill us all. So I feel like that's something, because I have the Sun card. So the Sun card tells me it was a way for them to expose and enlighten things. Tells me things are going to be okay. I feel like there's something to this, some celebration that's going to come from this, some success. All is well. So they're telling me that's exactly what they're telling me. And then I have the Justice card. So yes, it's to bring people to justice in the dark. So that's what I feel it was, and it will bring justice. There will be some justice that's coming. Okay, something is coming to an end, a painful ending. So hope that resonated with you, Chuck, and thank you for the super sticker. Is anyone else? I'm going to look at the comments, but is anyone noticing tonight how bright my light gets tonight? It's like almost like, I swear, it's like somebody's putting spotlights on me, man. It's pretty awesome. Like sometimes it's so bright, I'm like, wow. So I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. I'm going to read their comments to see what you guys get. David Wagner, welcome, sir. All the RV gurus are insinuating that the RV is just days away. Can you do a reading on that? If you've already addressed this, I apologize. Just join. No, sir. I got you. I did actually ask about the financial system very first card that I pulled, but I'll pull it again just to get a clarifying spread to see what it is. Okay. I'm going to say within the next 30 days, when days away. That's 1 month. Let's just see what the next month looks like for the RV. First card I pulled is the Five of Cups, and I got a no. Then I have the Hierophant, because they still have to work out issues with the institutions, the people that are going to be reevaluating this. There's some things with the institutions that have to come out. We're almost there, though. The Nine of Wands. I asked within the next month, but I got a no, and then the Hierophant's a maybe card for me. But there's some institutional stuff that the banks and all these other institutions that are involved, I feel like there's got to be information that's got to come out. We're almost there. Okay, nine of Wands. So there's got to be a test of faith moment. Something has got to happen in order to test the faith of the collective, not just us. Overall, I feel so. There's going to be something. They're gearing up for something. Something is gearing up. I feel with the Nine of Wands. So then I have the Fool card. So I feel we're almost there. I don't know if it's going to be within the next 30 days. I don't feel that. but I feel it's coming. So the Fool card is something, a new beginning is coming with the RV. And there's a new opportunity, okay? The Four of Swords comes out after that in the distant future. So there's something that has to come. Some type of renewal has to come. Okay. And this is funny, like this is something that's so we have to retreat from the old in order to renew into the new. Okay. So it tells me in the future. So I think the military has to be involved before the RV is exposed. So, because I have the Knight of Swords, so they're working on it. Action's being taken, so they are working on it. I feel these are things that are going on. Okay, there's a lot of fast thinking and words going all over the place for a reason, but they are working on it. There's conflicts going on right now with it. The Five of Wands, temporary. Okay, so there's going to be some type of conflict that has to come. They're addressing these obstacles. That's what they're doing right now. Then I have the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, so it tells me they're working on it. They want you to remain. They're be practical. So things have to be put in place for, and everything has to be locked in order for this to proceed to our level. And the Emperor card. So yeah, so I feel like Mr. T has to come in. There's got to be something involved. I feel like leadership. Some leadership has to come in to announce this, and it has to be from. It has to be that way. I feel like there's got to be some type of announcement from a leader. Mr. T is usually my Emperor card. So I feel like, and then I have the Chariot. So something has to transition. We have to make movement. We have to make progress. Victory is coming, but it's not going to be within the next days. I feel like next 30 days, at least for my cards today, but they are making progress. Action is being taken. There is movement. So they are making progress is what they're telling me. Okay. So it's the control right now. There are obstacles about controlling there's some things that are still not all the way under their control, and that they're trying to get in order. So everything has to be in order is what they're telling me. So then I have the Strength card. So it tells me remain hopeful. Okay. Stay strong. It's coming, and it's going to be a gift of love. So they're working on it. They're making progress. So hope they resonate with you, David, and thank you for the super sticker. Mary Jones, thank you very much for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Awesome, awesome. Light and love to you. All right. I don't know how many more I got going down the line, but we'll see. I'm going to see here in a minute. I've heard the reincarnation wheel trap was stopped. Does that mean all souls who passed before that were reincarnated without a choice? Has the reincarnation wheel stopped? And the people who died before that, did they get reincarnated without a choice? First card I pull is the Seven of Pentacles. I got to know. So it tells me that this hasn't stopped. Also asked me, does soul pass before then, reincarnated without a choice? No. So it tells me this is a long-term thing, results. I feel like, then I have the Star card after that. So I feel it's because this is divine. So I feel like coming back is something that you agreed to with the divine. So this is like the star moment. You're the star of the show. So it tells me you are the one that God gave this ability to. So you reincarnated here for a reason. There's a purpose why you're here. The Queen of Wands. So yeah, it was something that you volunteered or people volunteered to do. So these souls who are coming here, it's voluntary. It's something they're passionate about. That was something they took joy in coming back to learn. So it tells me that this is something that was all voluntary. Page of Pentacles. So manifestation, reincarnation. So yes. So every manifestation is something that you or whoever these souls are is something they agreed to. Queen of Swords. So yes, it's something that they energetically, it's something they volunteered for. It's something they believed in. It's something they were committed to. So that's what they're telling me. And I feel like it's due with the King of Swords. King of Cups holding up my deck. It tells me it's something that you're doing to bring balance and support. I feel like it's part of your part of the mission for souls who passed on to keep coming back. It's part of bringing balance to their soul and completing these missions. And I feel like they're divinely guided, and that's the reason why they came here. So thank you, Sweet Ginger Cakes, for the super sticker, and I hope they resonated with you. I'm a huge fainter regarding blood needles. All right, let's find out. Did she have something in this life or this childhood trauma? This childhood, please be something that should. Thank you. Interesting. So I feel it has to do something to do with the past life or past deaths. The reason why I say that is because I have the King of Cups. So something affects you emotionally. So when you see that, as I mentioned, it's maintaining control. You can't maintain control with that King of Cups. It's a little out of balance. Because I have the Seven of Pentacles. So it tells me this is something that's happened long term. So this is something that's been going on multiple times. I feel like for something that's persevered or kept coming back, something has been coming back more and more. Because I have the Star card. So I feel like this is absolutely something to do with your rejuvenation or coming back in different cycles with the Star card. So I feel like this is something that it brings illuminates something or highlights something for you from your past that kind of like, oh, because I had the Queen of Wands. So it tells me that there could have been something going on at the time. Yeah. So I feel like it's absolutely it's a courage thing. It's a strength thing. I feel like that's what they're telling you. It's a courage thing that you're. It's kind of like it takes your courage and everything from you. Because I have this is the Seven of Swords, so this tells me that there was some betrayal in a previous life. So I feel like this is something that you feel is tricky or it's not good. The energy is bad, because I have something happened in the past. Two of Cups, so it tells me that there's some type of something happened with another person involved with health. I feel like this is something that you absolutely and there's some fears. I have the Moon card. The Moon card tells me there's some fears, there's some anxieties. Intuitively, you just feel fearful because there's a tower moment. There was a tower moment that happened, and you have tower moments every time you see this. It's a tower moment. You get disrupted. Things just kind of just fall apart basically for you. But it tells me this is something that yes, justice. So you're going to overcome this. It tells me you're going to overcome this fear. And this is a cause and effect once again with the Justice card. Tells me something happened in the past that affects you now. So this is exactly what this is telling me. You're going to have clarity, but you will overcome this. Things will work out for the benefit, and you will have balance back again. 10 of Wands. So yes, this is a burden for you. Absolutely. But it also tells me that you're going to work on it. You're going to come to completion once again. Fulfillment. Tens are fulfillment. The Queen of Cups, and you will heal. And it's regarding healing. So you will heal this with the Queen of Cups. Nurturing, you will heal this. So I feel like I want you to do, you become more stable, spiritually, emotionally. I feel like you need to ask your guides to help you remove this fear. Okay. And I feel like you will work on it and you will have some healing. It will take some time with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. It's a work in progress. It's a routine. You have to do a routine of telling yourself you're releasing this. So tell me it's a routine. You're going to work on it, but it will come to fruition. Okay. Take responsibility. You're going to be very good at this. It tells me that that's what they're wanting spiritually. You're going to start working on it and it will come. Okay. And the Page of Pentacles. So it tells me you're going to manifest this new beginning. Okay. So you're telling me everything will work out and things will become new and beautiful for you. Thank you, Linda, for the super sticker. I hope that resonated with you. And Gina, in my near future. I sure can, sir. I'm also going to pull up I'm going to use my angel deck for that one too, David. And I think that's super awesome that you and your wife, helping people out with some of the currency stuff and all that. That's awesome, man. That's what it's all about right there, brother. All right. In the near future. Can you tell me about David and Gina Wagner? What can you just tell me in general about their immediate future? What can you expect in the next 6 months? Easy thing. I'm just asking for the next 6 months. Next 6 miggity months. So I have the 7 of air, okay? So the 7 of air tells me that there are maybe some plans in your past that you made that needed revision. That's what they're telling me, okay? So there's more going on than meets the eye, is what they're telling me. So there's some plans that you had to revise about some things. It wasn't good timing at the time. I don't know what this was, but it wasn't good timing, they said. Then I have the 6 of cups. So it tells me that this is something, once again, I feel like this is something you're with the 6 of cups. So it tells me like something is coming to you, okay? Something is coming to you. So it also tells me that there's some happy memories and there's some things from your past that they kind of are telling me that you need to acknowledge more. Nostalgia, like find the happy times, is what they're telling me. That I feel like sometimes we don't focus on that enough. So they're telling me that that's what they want you to do. Then I have the dreamer. So it tells me that this is a test of, this is a test of faith. This is your energy now. Both of you guys are on a new journey. So it tells me that there's going to be some unexpected opportunities coming for you. Okay, you and your wife. It tells me they want you, I feel like you guys are going to follow your dreams. And this is what they're telling me, follow your dreams. I have the high priestess card. So listen to your intuition. I feel like that's part of our problems. And have patience. That's what they're telling me. Have patience with the high priestess. Okay. So they're telling me really consider carefully what you want before you act. That's what they're telling me. So they're telling me at the time you were making plans, it didn't work out at the time in the past because it wasn't good timing. So that's what they're telling me, that they're telling me have patience. Things are moving forward. Okay. The chariot. After I said moving forward, I pulled the chariot. So chariot. So it tells me within the next 6 months, you're going to see progress. You're going to see some movement, okay? If you're planning a trip, I feel you will take a trip. I don't know where you're going to take a trip in your future, but you guys will be, if you haven't planned one, there's going to be a trip in your future, I feel. It also tells me there's going to be some type of recognition. So I don't know, maybe some of the things you've done to help others, possibly maybe people are going to start to come into your reality more, and you're going to be recognized this. They're telling me that you're also very good, and you're maintain your guys' self-discipline. Okay. And don't let others defeat your willpower and all that stuff. So it tells me you guys have moved past some of these things and you guys are stronger for it. And I have the 8 of air. Okay. It tells me the 8 of swords is sometimes we're prisoners to our own thoughts. That's what they're telling me. Okay. Also tell me that there's some times we're a little afraid to take some action. That's what they're telling me, maybe some defeating thoughts, things that hold us back. That's what they're kind of telling me for both of you. There's some fears or some doubts. Then I have the Knight of Earth, which is the Knight of Pentacles. So it tells me they want you, you're getting things done. They tell you it's time to buckle down as you're doing. It's time to get things done. It's going to take some time. It's a work in progress, but you're a hard worker, both of you. And you guys honor your commitments. So they're telling me that you guys are going to honor your commitments, is what they're telling me. And a guardian angel. So I feel like there's going to be hope, and I feel like you're helping others. You're a guardian angel to others. I feel like with what I just mentioned before I even read for you is doing that with the RV. I feel like that's something tangible, that you're a guardian angel for someone who may not be able to afford these things. So I feel like that was a beautiful thing that they acknowledge, because I have the Hermit card. So it tells me you guys are learning a lot about yourself. Okay. It also tells me like you're getting a lot of you're discovering a lot about you, and your wife's discovering a lot about herself. But also tells me that there's some things intuitively they want you to continue to connect. Spiritually, you're learning. That's what they're telling me, you're learning, okay? So this is something you're being taught. They want you to focus more time in meditation. Then I have the Wheel of Fortune. So the next 6 months, I feel you're going to have a beautiful change of karma. You're going to complete some cycles. I feel like there's going to be, that's also another travel card. So that tells me there's going to be some travel in your future. And it's time for a positive change. Positive change is coming for you. And the situation moves forward beautifully. So it tells me like this things that you've had, fortune is on your side, good fortune, the jackpot. So whatever you had that was put off is going to come to fruition for you, okay? And then the 7 of Cups, or 7 of Water, okay? It's telling me like you guys are making your decisions and you guys are weighing them, but also telling me with the 7 of Cups is like we need to, there's a lot of choices. You guys have a lot of things that you want to do, and I know that. So they're telling me harness that. Focus on what choice you really want to do and move forward together. Tells me that's when you guys will just flourish. Okay. So it tells me that there's some things moving forward for you guys. Okay. And to keep working on yourself, and they're acknowledging that you're doing a great job. All right, David, thank you for the super sticker, and I hope that resonated with you. Yep. Word up. I can see what I get. Tell me about my past lives. Let's see what we get. I'm going to use my ancestor deck when I look at past lives. Then I can just intuitively go. All right. First thing I got was the Heart Guardian. So it tells me like this is something in past lives. This is something that you were very loved and you were very loving. Also tells me like you lived in a mountainous area in your previous lifetime. And I feel like this is something like mountainous. I see big. I don't know where this is, but I see mountains. You're in a mountainous area, and I feel like this is something like you were very grounded and rooted in this area. And I feel like this is something you also. But I feel like there was some type of connection to the moon and the mountains where you were. And I feel like this is something you received. This area is very special. And I feel like this used to get intuitive messages from the moon. And I have the animal guardian. So I feel like you also had a lot of animal spirit guides. If you don't, I feel like you do in this time as well. But I feel like that was something you did. Maybe the moon, something you did in a previous life. Maybe there was a god or goddess to you. I feel like there was, you also would see in these, what am I feeling? These messages, intuitive messages, and these trances that I'm feeling that you were in. Feels like you had a lot of guides come to you, animals. You had a lot of them, and I have that. You were a hunter, so I feel like you were a hunter, but I also feel like that was something you were down to earth. You were hunted, so I feel like this was something that you did. You lived in a mountainous area. You were a hunter. You were a gatherer, but I also feel like you connected to the moon a lot. So also tells me this is something that you were doing, and I feel like you were intuitively drawn to that. So I feel like this was energy. A place where you lived was very energetically tied to you with that broken arrow. So it tells me like energetically, it was very strong. You were connected, and I feel like that's something you were doing and used to. And I feel like this is something that you've done multiple times in past lives. And you asked me about past lives because I have the autumn. So that's releasing the old, renewal. So I feel like you've done this multiple times. And once again, that's in the autumn card has a raven on it too. So it tells me as well, like there's animals, multiple animals, and medicine mother. So you were a healer. So I feel you used to use the moon to help heal, but you were also a gatherer and a hunter. at different times. And I feel like animals use animal totems and guides. And I also feel like this is something that was a knowledge that you would connect to intuitively, and you would get these downloads. So I feel like this is something you've done. Then I have the stag. So you thrived there. You were very trusting. You were very, this is something that you were drawn to, and you thrived very well in these previous lives. And then the knight. So yeah, it was you're a fighter. So you defended your beliefs. You defended your area where you were. I feel like this is something that you were very honest and you were very brave, as they're telling me. And then medicine guardian. So once again, healing. You were a healer. So I feel like you were a gather hunter. Also, I feel like you healed with your messages, used your heart. The area was very special with herbs and things that I feel like you used. And you also, with the moon, you had a connection to the moon. And yep, so the eagle. So yes, you're up in the mountains as well. You see things from a different perspective. So I feel like that was something that you were learning. You connected with spirit. You were seeing things from a different perspective. And then the oracle. So that's the holding up my deck. So it tells me you were very in tuned. You were a seer. And I feel like there's trances and things that you used to do. So hope that resonated with you, Low Angel. And thank you for the super sticker. Nilla Boves. Word up. I'll find out. I'm going to use my angel deck. I think I know who it was too. But I'll withhold that information until I see. Yeah. First card I pull is the Eight of Air. So the Eight of Air tells me trapped. You felt trapped in that vision, almost like it was terrifying. You were like, oh, you didn't know how to take action. Then I got the Nine of Earth. So yes, sovereign being, beautiful. Something's intervened to help you to successfully move past that stuck motion or moment. Four of Earth. So you were stuck, as I mentioned. The Four of Earth. That's something. It was like holding on to you. You were stuck. You couldn't move past. Then the Lover's card. So yes, a divine intervention from love stepped in to remove you from there. Then the Strength card. So I feel Archangel Raphael stepped in, okay, out of love. He's the healer of your heart. He's the healer as well. But I also think that Archangel Ariel was with you as well. Okay, so it tells me like it was releasing. They released something. Ariel sent it away and released whatever the situation is, and it brought you to tell you that you have great inner strength in this situation. Then I have the Three of Water. So there was a couple of them, as I mentioned. So I feel like there was something that they came together to remove this for you for some type of it's not a celebration, but just to let you know that things moved along, you're safe, and that you're not alone. Then I have the Four of Cups or the Four of Water. So it tells me it was an eye opener for you to let you know that yes, you are divinely protected. Then I have the Five of Air. So it tells me there's some conflicts going on, whatever situation is, or something you've been going through. So it tells me that that's what this, and you're going to learn from this situation. That's what it's telling me. I have the Page of Air. Okay. So it tells me that there's some, I mean, it was a way of truth just coming, smacking you in the face. That's what they told me. It was a truth that it had to deliver it the way they did for you. I feel like that was it. And then the Magician. So tells me you were ready. You were ready for that, even though it was startling for you. They're telling me that this is a way for you, and I feel like it was their way to manifest for you, to tell you that. And I was telling me that they're letting you know that you're not alone, as I mentioned. King of Air. So yeah, so it's to bring confidence back to you, to say, hey, you're not alone. It's to let you know You're okay. Balance. That's what it's telling me. Okay. So that's what they're mentioning to me. And the Five of Pentacles, because there's fears. You have fears. They're telling you got to release those fears. You're holding on to them. And then I have the Knight of Water. So they were your knight in shining armor. Okay. They were there to bring you beautiful balance, help you with your emotions because your emotions were so like, oh my gosh, it's to bring you balance, is what they're telling me. Okay. So they were there very much to help you. I have the Knight of Earth. So the Knight of Earth for me is telling me it was something that they were doing. They've been watching over you for a long time. So that tells me that you have the strength. Continue to make it a routine of connecting and thanking them, and connecting to the light. Okay. And these things will work out for you and they will start to get better. But it was your aha moment, is what they said. It had to have been done the way it did. Hope that resonated with you, Nilsen. Thank you for the super sticker. Mary Jones, thank you for the super sticker. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. Light and love, Mary. Who whispered in my ear when I fell asleep during my soul retrieval meditation? That's a good question. Who whispered to? Archangel Michael. First person that came to you is Michael. That's who you heard. Okay. So it's telling me because Michael, I feel he's the protector. So as you're going through different soul retrievals and things like that, there's a lot of realms I feel you go through. So I feel Michael was the one that talked to you and pulled you through. But I also feel Archangel Raphael did as well. So that tells me, like, when it comes down to it, that they're telling me you're on the right path. So they're telling me that this is something that they wanted you to acknowledge. So I feel like these are you had some, and then I have Archangel Ragiel. Ragiel was with you. So I feel that there was multiple ones, but the one I feel you heard the first was Michael, to say everything's going to be okay. I mean, I also feel like with Raguel, it's to let you know what the Justice card. They're telling you everything is going to be okay. So I feel like you were acknowledged or going to your Akashic records is what I feel, because I see pillars. So it feels like wherever you were, I feel like it's to let you know that things are okay. You're making the right decisions. You're supported. So that's why I feel you heard the voice. Yeah, 7 of Fire. So it's yes, because it's defending your decision. So it's telling you everything is okay. They're defending your decisions. What they're telling me. And then the 9 of Fire. So yeah. So it's telling you to protect what you've created. Protect what you've created. That's what they're telling me. Okay. And believe in yourself with that 9 of Fire. And I have the 10 of Fire. So it tells me, yes, it's helping, receiving help from others, the other angels. And it tells me, like, these are things like you're making progress. So you're completing tasks with the 10. So I feel like you were going through your Akashic records, is what they're telling me, and completing things or reviewing your completions. And I have the 6 of Earth. So yes. So it tells me you are learning things. You are completing things. This is something like it's a give and take, they're telling me. So that's what they're telling me. And it's you were looking at to bring balance to this. And I have the 8 of Air. So that tells me, like, there's some type of they're telling me that this is something that you're doing. You're maybe like afraid about how to proceed, things like that. So I feel like there's some thoughts, some doubts that you're trying to figure out, a lot of racing thoughts at times. So tell me this was their way. Yes. So it was their way of connecting with you. And I feel like it was a way for you to focus and also let you know that you're not alone and things were going to work out for you. I hope that resonated with you, Soul Lady D, and thank you for your super sticker. When I do coffee readings, huh? Is Freedom Lover being blocked when they do their copy readings? And how can they remove the blockage if there is? Please and thank you for your assistance. Okay. Here's what I'm getting. I get the 7 of fire. It tells me that defending your beliefs. So I feel it's the ego. I feel the ego. Okay, with the 7 of fire. So this is something that you have to move past. Because I have the 9 of, you're going to move past it with the 9 of, you're almost there. You're almost at that point of removing the blockages. So it tells me like that's what they're telling me. Believe in yourself. Don't give up. That's what they're telling me. So there's some things like the ego I feel gets in the way. So I feel like that's why these sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Because I have the Knight of Earth, which is your energy. That's the Knight of Pentacles. It means it's a work in progress. It means you have to have a routine in order to continue to connect. It tells me you have to, it's a work in progress. You have to honor a commitment in order to continue to break through this. They're telling me you have a guardian angel watching out for you. Is what you're telling me. The 5 of air, the 5 of swords. So there's conflict in up here. That's what they're telling me. That's what the blockage is. The blockage is because the ego gets in the way. Okay. Defending beliefs. I keep getting that. Reviewing. I think that's what they're telling me. Review. You have to review. So, and I also get the 3 of cups. So you're going to work past it. The 3 of water. So there's going to be celebration. Okay. So it tells me they're going to collaborate with you. Okay. You're going to proceed. You're going to excel. That's telling me there's going to be celebration. So they're telling me they want you to have fun with it more and stop thinking too much is what they're telling me. 4 of cups. So yes, like I feel like you're missing something. That's what I feel is the ego. It's you're missing something. There's something they're telling me like it's discontent or not getting the information that you want sometimes, or you're afraid somebody's not gonna it's not gonna resonate with them. Things like that. I feel like that's the ego part that they're telling me. That's why you have blockages at the time, because you're energetically you're not ready to receive the message. Then the page of air. So there's some delays. There's going to be delays, okay, with the page. So also tells me that there's some things, like I said, conflicting information that you have, a lot of thoughts and a lot of these new energies I feel like you're working through. So the truth, how you deliver the truth is what they're telling me. That's another way. How they deliver the truth to you is another way they're telling me. The 6 of water, okay? So there's something going to come to you, a gift, and it's going to be good. They want you to be joyful. So they want you to come from a place of joy. Remember good things, bring them into your energy, good memories, things of that nature before you start to read, because that opens you up to the light and you won't be blocked. So tell me the ego has to get out of the way. And then the Ace of Cups. So once you do that, the Ace of Cups is my last one. Your cup's going to overflow. Okay. This knowledge is going to start to pour from you once we remove the ego. And you work on that by connecting spiritually. Okay. Stop doubting yourself. Is this right? Am I understanding this correctly? I hope this person doesn't, and I hope this person understands the reading. I hope that I get that message right for them. That's the ego. That's something I even work on every day. So that's what they're telling me. You have to get the ego out of the way. The 3 of swords. So heartbreak, fear. There's fear. That's why you're blocked. There's fear of making a mistake, anxieties, loss. That's what they're telling me. Okay. So release the fears. Focus on the heart and your love, and I feel things will progress for you. Thank you, Freedom Lover. Hope that resonated with you. All right. My grandma, Margaret Lim, passed away suddenly in 1999. As a 21, she has been cloaked or isolated. I'm going to find out. We'll get to the bottom of this. No problem. And if she is, I'm going to work. I'll work with Min Chow. She's coming. She's going to be moving in with us tomorrow. I'll work with Min Chow, and if it depends on what the cards tell me, Tanya, we'll do our best to send her into the light. Okay. That's what we do sometimes. I've done that with even demons. So, and I know that your grandma, I'm getting goosebumps everywhere. So she's here. So she's telling me that I feel she's okay. But let me look. And if she's not, I will send her into the light. I promise. Through the power of God, of course. So I'm just going to ask her what she is, if she's cloaked, and if she's transitioned. That's what I'm going to ask. I feel she has. Angels. Transition. Oh yeah. So first thing I get is the Six of Cups. She's moved on in the past. So when she moved on, she moved on. She's in a happy place. She's telling me also with your grandma, she's telling me right now she had very happy memories of you. She's telling me there was a lot of love. She says you reminisce a lot. Then I have the Ace of Wands. That tells me she did move on. She's in a new place. Okay. This is her rebirth. She's moved on. Okay. So she's telling me this is a new beginning for her. It was a new beginning. But I have the Two of Pentacles. So it tells me like this was at the timing. I feel like the timing at the time. So I feel like there was some time where it took her some time to move on and transition, but she did. That's what they're telling me. There were some decisions, some things that had to be reviewed, is what they're telling me. Because I have the King of Wands. So yes, tells me that she's in a better place. But I feel she reviewed her life with God, with the King of Wands. I feel that's what it was. I feel that it was her. She had to look at her life with the bigger picture to learn, to progress, overcoming the challenges. I have the Hermit card. So, yes, it was her way when she transitioned. She learned a lot. She was enlightened. She learned from her mistakes. It was part of what reviewing it with God in her soul contract. So she told me it was something she had to do, soul searching. So it was regarding her soul. The Queen of Wands. So yes, she's moved on. She's enjoying herself. She told me there's joy. She's loved. She feels loved. She also wants you to have that zest for life. She says you've lost that at times. She says you're not that fiery, passionate, young firecracker she told me you used to be. So she says the confidence is not there any longer. So she wants you to continue to build that. The Ace of Cups. So she tells me she's beautiful. Everything is good. Her cup is overflowing. She is where the divine wants her or needed her to be. So she's telling me she's moved on. She wants you to move on, to release this. She tell me with the Ace of Cups, release this stuff. She's in a beautiful place. No more. She loves you. That's what she tells me. She's loved and she loves you. And the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, it was something she was working on. So it did take some time. She was working on it. She reviewed this, and she also wants you to work on you like you've been doing. She said you were working. You're going to learn new skills. You've been working on skills. She said you're learning a lot of new things. She says so. She's telling me you have very high standards. You're very hard on yourself. That's what she tells me. But she said you need to end that. 10 of Swords. Okay. So it tells me it was very painful when she left for you, but she says you need to release that. You have some things you need to let go of. Knight of Swords. Yes, she transitioned. She says you need to fight for. She fought for her whole life, how she always was. She says, and I always taught her to fight for what she believes in. That's what she told me. So she just wants you to do that. She says you're defending yourself. You're taking action. So she's acknowledging that. Be courageous. Nine of Wands. Test of faith. So she has some tests of faith as well as you have. So she's telling me you're very good. She says, let go of the pessimism. She said, let go of it. You need to let go of it. And then the 10 of Cups. She's in a beautiful place. You're going to be in a beautiful place. She says everything is going to come fulfillment, or your family. Everything is beautiful. She says, so she wants you to know you're divinely loved. She's in a harmonious, beautiful place. She wants you to be in harmony again, okay? So she says that's in alignment. She wants you to be back in alignment. Look to your inner self. Release these things. She's in a beautiful place. Two of Wands. So she did move on. She's in the light. She says you're making progress. This was all planned for her, just like your journey has been planned. So she says you're making progress, and she wants you to release it, and you'll expand. Okay. Thank you, Tanya, and hope that resonated with you. Sherry, I hope I said that right. Welcome, first timer. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. I will bust a move and see what I can get for you. You're already making my head tingle, so that's good. I mean, universe brought you to me. That's good. Let's see what we got. Sure. That's what you have for Sherry. Please and thank you for your assistance. I love you. First card I pull is the King of Swords. So this tells me that you're very smart. I feel like you have you like to get clarity in things. You work towards clarity. But it also tells me though that you're a thinker. So it tells me like what Spirit's telling me is you use this over your heart a lot. So sometimes you feel something you want to do, but I think you feel you outthink yourself. You have a lot of racing thoughts, and you talk yourself out of doing things that you're pulled to spiritually. But it tells me that you're in a transition period, okay? With the Six of Swords. So it tells me that there's some type of, you have to leave something from behind. I don't know if you left someone or possibly had some type of thing where you moved along in your journey, but it tells me that there's something that you need to release. There's some emotional baggage, something from your past they're telling me you have to let go of. But it tells me you need to move on. So it tells me you are making a transition, moving out of troubled waters. And I feel like there's some decisions you've been weighing with the Two of Swords. So there's something you've been weighing. I don't know if there's something you've been waiting for or avoiding, something along that line, or some type of deadlock. I feel there's just some decisions that you've really been contemplating. And I feel with the Five of Pentacles that these decisions and these things that you've been worrying are causing you ill health. I also feel maybe isolation, worry, but I also feel possibly this could be a lack of mindset or some type of loss. I feel like maybe you're afraid of not having enough, where things are going to come. I feel like that brings your vibrational level down, and energy wise, I feel like that's something they're telling me. But I have the Empress card. So Empress card tells me in your future, you're going to have abundance. The Empress card. So it tells me that you're very nurturing. Also tells me that you're growing. You're going to grow. You're going to evolve. Okay. It tells me you're going to be very abundant in these things. But I also feel like you're telling me like if you're not a mother, that you will be a mother in your future. I feel like if you are, I feel like you're very good, or you have a mothering energy about you. That if you don't have, you were going to it's just going to come natural to you, is what they're telling me. And I have the Three of Pentacles. So you're building something. So something you're working on. So it tells me in the future, you're going to work with a team or work with others around you. You're going to build something. Okay. However that is, collaboration. You're going to collaborate with people moving forward. But it also tells me with the Eight of Swords, there's a lot of imprisoning thoughts. So you are your worst critic. You hold yourself back. Tells me that there's some thoughts of doubts, your self-imprisonment of the mind. It tells me that there's some things, restrictions. You are holding yourself back, is what they're telling me with that. Entrapment. But I also feel like maybe you're worried about money or something along with your situation overall. I feel that's what they're telling me that the worry a lot is about, is not having enough or being able to support yourself and the others around you. So it tells me though that things are going to work out because of the Ten of Pentacles. So it means completion. The legacy you leave behind is going to be beautiful. Fulfillment. You're going to be financially abundant in your future. I also feel there's going to be security. Your family life is going to be secure, and the legacy you leave behind is going to be beautiful. King of Cups. So yes, you're going to have emotional balance, very supported. I feel like this is something they want you to maintain control. Balance is coming back to your life. If it's out of balance now, balance is coming back to your life. And it's going to take some hard work and perseverance. So it's going to be something you're going to have to continually work on, which is going to be, you're going to have a routine. You're very responsible at telling me this is some of your hard worker. So tell me you're a hard worker and you're going to put that into action. And then the Page of Cups. So you're going to start to receive intuitive messages, and you're going to be able to use that creativity and these messages, I feel, to do something as you move forward. And I feel like you're a dreamer. To tell me, continue to dream, expand, and you're going to do well. And the Magician is holding up my deck. So it tells me you're manifest. You have all the skills in the toolbox and the tools in the toolbox to manifest the future. Be creative, stand strong, be confident. And they're telling me things are going to move forward for you the way they need to. Hope they resonated with you, Sherry, and thank you for your super sticker. I'm going to use my pendulum on this one. So yes, I get a yes, but I get a soft yes, which means I feel with that, without leaving, what I'm getting intuitively is the soft. I mean, that's the plan as of now. If things continue on and we expand, I feel like there will be a meeting up. So yes, I feel if it's a hard yes, it tells me it's inevitable. You will. With the soft yes, with the up and down, it tells me that Spirit's telling me that that's in the plan. That's an option. That's a soft yes for me as of now. That's what's in the plan. If things continue to play out on your path, the way that was agreed to before you came for reincarnation. So I hope that resonated with you, Tanya. So it looks like it's in the works as of this point. So thank you for the super sticker. Judy Carey's great grandson overcome his autism. Please and thank you. Yes. So I got for 3 yes cards right away. So I got the King of Cups. So yes, I feel like something is going to come that's going to bring able to help him control the situation. I feel like it's going to bring him balance. So something is going to come. I feel like it's going to bring him balance and going to help him be able to control some of these things he's going through. Because I have the 10 of Pentacles, so it tells me a better life. He's going to have a very fulfilling life. Financially, he's going to be okay. His family life is going to be okay. That's what it tells me. Long-term success is going to work out for him. Then I also have the Knight of Pentacles, so he's going to be a hard worker. So I feel like he's going to overcome these things as he moves along through hard work and perseverance. So it tells me he's going to be very productive. But I also feel like for autism, he's going to have a routine, and it's going to have to be very disciplined routine, is what it's telling me. Some type of I feel like that's what I feel like Spirit's telling me, because I have a Lover's card. So yes, he's going to have harmony. So I feel like there's going to be the love he's going to receive. I feel like this is something he's going to be able to work through. He's going to have the strength because of multiple energies helping him. I feel like that's something that's going to have an Ace of Swords. Yeah, he's going to have mental clarity. So I feel like he's going to be cured possibly, or is going to be able to get mental clarity and kind of get rid of the situation and overcome it with victory in his future for sure. So I feel like he's going to work on it. He's going to have mental clarity. He's going to be very good. He's going to be very sharp-minded. So I feel like yes. So it tells me a long-term view with the 7 of Pentacles holding up my deck. So the seeds have been well planted. It's a delayed success. It's going to take some time, but he will be very successful. I hope that resonated with you, Judy, and thank you for the super sticker. Get justice from the people who did me wrong, or was I the toxic one? Ah, good one. I can find out. Thank you for the super sticker. Will Sharia ever get justice from the people who wronged her? Or was she the toxic one, the dynamic? And what can you tell me Okay, so I have the Eight of Swords in your past. So there was something going on. I felt entrapment, restriction, victim mentality. So I feel victim mentality. I have, because of a conflict, I have the Five of Swords out there. So there was a conflict, there was disagreement. So I feel like victim mentality from a disagreement. But I have with the Ten of Pentacles that things are going to be taken care of. And as I look forward here, yeah, and I have the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like there's going to be something that's going to be people who've done you wrong. I feel like this is something that's you're going to be you have to work on yourself, is what they're telling me. I mean, I feel like this is you contributed with the Ten of Pentacles contribution. So I feel you contributed to this situation. And I feel like there's going to be harmony in the future. So I feel like what you're asking me, well, the people who did you wrong, they're going to come to their own justice, I want to say, or however you want to look at it. I feel like this is something that, but I also want you to work on yourself. It's going to take some time. Also tells me that this is something that is you need to work on yourself as well, because I feel like you were a big, huge part of this, is what they're telling me as well. Because I have the Ace of Swords, so there's going to be victory for you. There's going to be mental clarity. Okay, so things are going to come to fruition. Breakthroughs are going to happen in your future. Queen of Swords. So it tells me you're very strong in your beliefs. You stick up for what you believe. You're very direct in how you communicate. That's why I feel maybe the breakdown is the directness of how you communicated. But news is going to come to you. Eight of Wands. So things are going to pick up speed. There's going to be news coming towards you. That's going to tell me, yeah, things are going to move along. So it's telling me, yeah, and have a long-term view of this with the Seven of Pentacles. So things are going to come to fruition. It's going to take some time, but eventually, yes, the seeds have been well planted. Have the long-term view. Delayed success. So delayed success is coming. Okay. So tell me, persevere. Persevere. Then I have the King of Cups. So yes, there's going to be emotional balance coming to you. So I feel like this is something that you're going to have. Maintain control. Be very diplomatic. They're saying moving forward. Also tells me like there's energies involved, empathic energies, connection. So that's what I feel like this is something that you're going through. So tell me, there was some good memories there too in the past with the Six of Cups. But I feel like things are going to come. There's going to be something coming towards you, a message or something along that line that is going to be, it's going to be good moving forward for you. Okay. So, and I have the Two of Cups holding up my reading. So it tells me there's going to be some type of agreement, something that's going to be put in place. It's going to be balanced. And I feel like that's how you're moving forward. Okay. But you have to work on yourself as well. So it's how we communicate and the energy we put out. Hope that resonated with you, Sharia, and thank you for the super sticker. Ooh. Hey, that's a rough one. Hope not, but let's find out. And Sharia, since you're new, if you could put in the comments, I read them after the show. So just whatever, if it resonated with you, great. Even if you say, hey, you're a quack, put that in the chat. I don't mind it. I just like the feedback to kind of see what, as I read them, to see how things are flowing, just to make sure that my guides are connecting today, as well as they could have with yours. That's all I want to get. So if you could put any comments in there, I go back and I read them afterwards. Okay. So thank you. Hmm. One card jumped out of my deck, and that was a Six of Swords. So there's a transition. So Shannon Adams' husband currently cheating on her. Oh man. Okay, so the first card I have is Six of Swords. So he travels. So wherever he's going, he's traveled. He's traveled for this, because I have the Two of Wands after that. It was planned. So he's been planning this. He plans travels. I don't know what he does, or he's traveled in the past, because I don't know what his job does, because I have the Fool card. So he used to go on journeys. It was like a new journey for him. I feel like that was something that he did. But I have the Death card in your immediate future. So it tells me that's coming to an end. So I don't know what the situation looks like. Something's coming to an end. Change. So either he ended it himself, or he's aware, maybe, or he will become aware, possibly moving forward. But I feel like there's some type of change that's happening for him, some type of metamorphosis. I had the Queen of Cups, and I feel like there's going to be healing for you in the future. So I feel like there's some type of comfort, calm, some type of nurturing, something along that line. So what I feel is he went to, if I keep getting that he went to that person to feel nurtured or something along that line. I feel I have the Nine of Cups, so I have a lot of, so yeah, that was his wish come true. So he's been doing this, I feel, for some time, but that's going to come to an end. Hierophant, yeah. So he met this person at work. I feel like he met somebody at work in some type of institution or whatever he does. So I feel like this is what he's done. And there's lust. I have the Devil card. He lusts. Whoever this person is, there's sexual attraction there. There was temptation, seduction. I feel like this person seduced him, is what I feel. But there's regret. I have the Five of Cups. He regrets that. He regrets what he did. So I feel like this happened. Yeah, because he was feeling unfulfilled. So I feel like this is something, but he's reevaluated. I feel like disconnected in some way. I feel like that's why he went to this person, with some type of felt wanted. I don't know. But I feel like this is something that he's been reevaluating his life. He's been contemplating a lot of things, but it's coming to an end, like ending something. I feel like he's been contemplating ending something. I feel like with the Ten of Swords, this is going to come to an end. It's going to be a painful ending. There's some backstabbing that happened. There's backstabbing. So I feel like when it comes to Two of Pentacles, see how bright my light is. So he's weighing a decision. He's got obligations, multiple things he's trying to balance. And I have the Three of Wands. So yeah, he's been planning this. This is something that he's been doing. I don't know if he travels overseas or he travels. This happens when he travels, or he takes trips somewhere when he has these types of things. So it tells me that, yeah, he was planned. Empress, yeah. So I feel very much so that this person brought him nurturing. It's just something that he had. I feel like that's what he was just. It brought him nurturing. I don't know what that means, but I feel like this person he's connected to, and I feel like he was seduced, and it was at work. So I kind of get to, but it looks like things are holding up my deck with the Ten of Cups. I don't know how this is going to work out for you, but I feel like it's going to work out for the better for you and your family, however this situation is going to go. So that's what I get, Shannon Adams, and thank you for the super sticker. And I'm sorry I had to be the bearer of not so great news. Okay. So no more super stickers, guys, if you haven't already. Sorry, I don't know. I'm on low angel. Let me see if I can try to see if there's any more. So 1, 2. So one more. 2, 3, 4. So I got 4 more. So good. No more super stickers for anyone coming in, please. So Elizabeth, So it looks like I have 4 more to read. Okay. So your sister's an empath. That's what they're telling me. So I have the King of Cups. That's empathic messages that they're receiving. So what they're also telling me with this King of Cups, this message, this spirit that's coming to her, is trying to help bring balance. It's supportive energy is what they're telling me, because I feel like it's a family member. It's a family member that their spirit's been connecting with her, because I feel like this is something that I feel family connection, something from your past. So I feel like this is something that they're telling me, that this is a family member that comes to you. Could be a father figure or a grandfather figure. Someone in that father figure side tells me that that's who comes to you. And I have the Temperance card. So this person comes to you to bring you balance, heal, to remain hopeful, to calm. That's what they're telling me. I have the 3 of Pentacles. So it's telling me, yes, what they're doing is they're collaborating with you. Their energies, they're working through you. They're telling me they're part of your team. They're helping you build and move along in your journey. So then I have the Page of Pentacles. So yes, so I feel this energy, when it comes down to it, it's manifestation. They're manifesting themselves to you for that reason. I feel like it's a skill that she's developing, is what they're telling me, and to be diligent in it. And the Knight of Swords. So yes, she's taking action. So it's their way of taking action, and it's a way of for them to present themselves for her. The Knight of Wands, once again, after the Knight of Swords. So yes, it's a passionate way for them to take action for you, and to let you know that yes, everything is fine. We're moving forward. So they're telling her that she's developing these skills. So that's why they're manifesting to her. And Hermit, she's a very old soul. So this is off world. This is your ancestors. This is higher spirit that's coming to you. It gives you inner guidance. It's what it's helping. It's helping with your mission, your illumination, your soul. And that's the Queen of Wands. So they're telling me they want you to remain focused. Don't be afraid. Use this. Look at this as something to be joyful for. Something that you need to continue on. Be confident and don't be afraid of this. That's what they're telling me. Queen of Pentacles. So yes, it's something done out of nurturing, something that you're going to be able to use and practice a very practical way. Also tells me this is a parent. This is some type of parent, grandparent, something along that line that I feel like in the lineage that comes down, and that's who's talking to you. But they're also telling me there's some things, the 10 of Wands. So there's some things that burdens, something you feel burdened. This is not a burden. Release these things. These things that you have a lot on your plate. They're telling you to release these energetically. And I feel that this will come to her more and more as she develops this. So this is something she's working on, and she'll be able to put this skill into motion as she moves forward. And thank you for the super sticker. Hope that resonated with you, Lo. Well, I'm Mary. I'm drawn to angels. Part of gift. Well, let's find out. Well, and Mary. She's drawn to angels. Is that part of her gift? What can you tell me about being drawn to angels for her? And Mary. Why is she drawn to angels? Please, thank you. Okay, first card I have is the 4 of Pentacles. So that tells me there's something you're holding on to. I don't know what it is, but there's something you're holding on to energetically that you need to let go of. Because I have the Emperor card. So that tells me, when you ask if I will be married, yes, I feel there's going to be a male figure that's going to come into your life. That tells me that this person is going to be very strong, independent, good at what they do. Also, some type of leader, a protector. Also tells me a father figure. So I don't know if there's going to be, I feel like something along that line, they're going to be very good at being a father if that's something you guys pursue. So also tell me with the Ace of Wands that this is something you need to be inspired. That's what they're telling me. You're going to be inspired again. Your will. It tells me new beginnings, new opportunities are coming towards you with that Ace of Wands. But also tells me that you have a lot of negative thoughts. 8 of Swords. So that tells me you hold yourself back. Self-imprisonment of the mind. It tells me that this is victim mentality, entrapment. There's telling me there's something that is self-imposed. A lot of it is what they're telling me. So it also tells me because you feel unfulfilled with that 4 of Cups. It tells me that you've been meditating. They want you to meditate. I feel like there's something you got to reevaluate. You're disconnected from spirit, is what they're telling me. That has to come to an end because I have the 10 of Swords. So that has to, being disconnected has to come to an end. That's what they're telling me. But once that comes to an end, you're going to transition. The 6 of Swords. You're going to move out of troubled waters. So it tells me release these things. Change is coming, okay? Transition, a travel. You're going to travel. This is what they're telling me. Moving out of troubled water. There's emotional baggage. Long term. So there's going to be a Knight of Pentacles, as I mentioned, that's coming towards you. It's going to take some time. You're going to have to work on this. But this person is going to be very truthful. That's going to come to you. Okay, this person is going to help. They're going to be a beautiful person that's going to come. Then I have the Lover's card. So I feel when they're coming, it's going to take some time with that Knight of Pentacles. It's a slow moving card, but this person is going to be a twin flame, possibly, or even a soulmate, because I have the Lover's card. There's going to be balance, harmony. So you're going to meet somebody, okay? And I feel like when it comes to these angels that I'm asking, Ace of Swords, yeah. So it tells me that you're drawn to the angels because that's who I feel you need to connect with more. That's what I feel when it comes out to when you meditate with that 4 of Cups. That's what they want you. I feel like you need to meditate and connect more with the angels. It's a gift. So tell me to use your gift, but you have to let go of these things. You're holding on to some things. 7 of Pentacles. So yes, I feel like that's what you're drawn to. But it's going to take some work on your part. You have to develop your gifts. You have to have a long-term success, like different view. Look at things from a different perspective. Delayed success. Things are going to happen in divine timing, but it will. I promise you. And you're going to have sustainable results because of that, but you have to work. Page of Swords, because there's a lot of ideas, a lot of conflicting things in your mind. But you will have a marriage. The 4 of Wands is the base of my deck. You're going to have a celebration, a marriage, some type of get-together, homecoming. So I feel like that's what you need to do as far as the angels. Yeah, that's who I feel like part of your gift is you're connected to them because that's who's around you all the time besides your spirit guides. So they're telling me that there's some things you need to let go of to connect with the divine more through meditation, to release those fears and that self mentality of being a victim at times. They're telling me once you do that, you're gonna flourish, and then your energy will open up, and that will attract your soulmate, your twin flame, because your energy will be at a same vibrating level. All right, and thank you for the super sticker. Sunflower, thank you very much for the super sticker. Light and love to you. You guys are awesome. Ooh, good one. How many more cloning centers have to be removed? Percentage. I'm going to go with percentage because there's no way I can know that. Okay. So the first card I have is the Lover's card. So yes, I feel like that's what you said about removing the clones. The White Hats did. But I feel like with the Lover's card, yes, absolutely. There's multiple parties involved, more than one energy. But I have the Knight of Pentacles. So it tells me possibly the military. Absolutely. There's something they've been working on, hard work. So they're working through this. Then I have the Ace of Swords in the center of my deck. So it tells me there's going to be victory. They were victorious in this one. There's going to be victory. But I feel we're about 70% of the way done. So I feel that there's still some that they have to go through. So I feel like the majority, because they're still working on it. 7 of Pentacles. So it tells me that there's some type of long-term view. We're about 70% done, I feel. So I feel like this is something that they continue, sustainable results. They keep moving forward. So it tells me delayed success, perseverance. They're making progress. Because I have the 2 of Pentacles in the dark or distant future. So it tells me they're still trying to find the balance. They're still trying to work through the situation. Multiple decisions they're having to make as they move forward. They're making decisions all the time. So then I have the 3 of Wands. So they're making progress for sure. They're kicking butt. So this is overseas progress. They're making progress around the world, is what they're telling me, not just in the U.S. So it tells me in the Empress cards, they're healing, they're saving people. That's what the Empress, they're doing this. There's so many. They're bringing healing, nurturing. They're overcoming accomplishments. They are making accomplishments. And I have the 9 of Cups. So their wishes will come true, moving forward, and contentment. So they will be successful. That's what they're telling me. So that's what they're leaning towards. And I have the King of Pentacles. So yes. So this is an investment. This is something they have to do very logically. So it tells me they will be successful. That this is they're investing their time appropriately, and they're finding these things. They're being very practical in how they move forward. And the 8 of Cups. So yes. So removing this, moving on, leaving behind this old, and that's what they're telling me. The Star card, and there's off-world help. So they're telling me they're making progress. They're illuminating these places, and they're taking them out one by one. Good omen, good fortune. Remain helpful, and keep the faith. They're telling me this. We're making progress. Things are going to come to fruition. So, thank you, Chuck, and I hope that resonated with you. Thank you for the super sticker. Absolutely, Blanche. Let's see what we get. Asking Blanche's spirit guides of the highest light and love. What message do you have for her moving forward? Just anything you could give. Please and thank you for your assistance. The best part is when I'm channeling and you see my light just go super bright. I even like it. It brings me a smile to my face because I know that the angels are literally hugging me and like, yes, you're doing awesome, man. So, well, first card I pulled is the 10 of Cups for you, Blanche. So that tells me that there's divine love, harmony that's coming. If you don't have it already, I feel like this is something you're going to have. See, my light got brighter. You're going to have it. That's what they're telling me. This is something that is working its way to you if it hasn't already from your past. Hierophant. So it tells me, like, I know you're very traditional in how you view things. Also tells me that forgiveness, there's some forgiveness that you're working through. That's what they're also telling me. And trust. You're trusting. You're learning to trust, and you're forgiving. That's what they're telling me. Because I see some loss with the 5 of Cups. So that's the next thing. There's failure, disappointment, or fear of disappointment. Cup half full compared to half empty. That's what they're telling me. Loss. Tells me that I have the Devil card. So it tells me, Blanche, that there's some dark thoughts. Not saying that means you have to work on your shadow self. Your shadow self likes to peek around in the corner and tap on your shoulder. So that tells me, like, restrictions, almost like you restrict yourself, you hold yourself back. There's negative thoughts. There's the dark energy thoughts. Not saying that there's demons or anything, nothing like that. I'm just saying it's the shadow self comes around, those defeating thoughts. Because the King of Swords tells me you're a thinker. Once again, a lot of thoughts. You want that clarity. You need to be shown. That's what they're telling me. So it also tells me, like, you're also very sharp, but you will have clarity in the future, okay? That's what it's telling me. So you have to move past these defeating thoughts, these darker thoughts, these doubts, these temptations. That's what they're telling me. So it tells me that gets involved. So it tells me you have to release these things and come from your heart. That's what they're telling me. You're going to overcome these because I have the King of Cups. So it tells me once you do that and you release, and you stop using this so much that the emotional balance is going to come to you. Okay, that means you're very empathic. You feel energy. That's what they want you to do is feel, don't think, feel. 10 of Pentacles. So things are going to work out. Once you do that, you're going to start to fulfill. Things are going to start to come to you easier. Okay. Your manifestations will come to you with that 10 of Pentacles. So it tells me your financial, if you're worried about finances, are going to come to fruition for you if you continue to feel and project that energy out and stop worrying about not having enough. That's what I was just told. So everything is going to work out for you. Financial security, your family life, things are going to work out, and your legacy will be beautiful. A gift is coming to you with the 6 of Pentacles. Also tell me you're very generous. You told me you're very generous. So it tells me that there's something coming. You like to share. So it tells me there's going to be balance brought back to your life. Okay. Something is coming to you. The Emperor card. So it tells me you're a parent. You're very good at what you do. You're strong. They want you to be, stand in your convictions. Okay. You're protected. Maintain control. Have discipline. That's what they're telling me sometimes. Is discipline can be like spiritual discipline, connecting with spirit. Because we're very disciplined in doing the things that they're telling me. She's very disciplined in her routine. Get up, go to work, go home. So we're very disciplined, she said. So she's telling me that's what they're telling me, that your control, you have to kind of release the control, because they say you're a control freak. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. They're saying that you feel like you're out of control at times. So tell me you need to release the control, and the divine will take over, because you're holding on to things. You made good investments of your time and your energy, they're telling me, in your past with that 4 of Pentacles. It also tells me that there's a fear of not having enough. Once again, that's what it's telling me. You're holding on to fear in some things. Okay, let it go. Just tell me, let it go. Once you do that, you're transitioning. So you're moving out of troubled waters. If you're not, you may take a trip. If you're not planning one in the future, I feel you'll be taking a trip. So leave the past with the past, what they just told me. There's baggage you got to let go of, and leave it go. Don't keep pulling it back on your back, is what they keep telling you. Keep picking it up and putting it on your shoulder or your back, and you keep walking that way. So you're telling me you're transitioning out of troubled water. Release the emotional baggage, and all will be well. That will come to an end. Okay, it will come to an end with the 10 of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Once you do that, your karmic cycle will be complete, and things will open up for you for the better. Okay, so you have some choices you're going to have to make, because that's the 7 of Cups. So there's going to be some choices, some wishful thinking, all these things that you have. You're going to make some choices. So you have to narrow that down and focus from spirit. All right, Blanche? So it looks like things will change for you. Good luck, and karma is coming. You have to release the fears. Okay, and those karmic cycles will be completed. Hope that resonated with you, and thank you for the super sticker. Let's find out. Let's find out. The best part for me is after the show is when I read all the comments. So I got Archangel Azrael, who came to you. And I feel is because at the time it was to bring an end of a phase or situation. I feel whatever was going on at the time, I feel it was to bring an ending to. That's why that they were around you at that time. It was a spiritual transformation for you. And I feel like it was a time for you to move on. That's what they were coming to you for. But I also feel that was because of Archangel Michael. So I feel Archangel Michael, for protection, sent or requested Azrael to come down and to help you move on from this, because I feel that there was something going on spiritually within yourself, or whatever's going on in your life at the time. I feel that Michael sent Azrael down to speak with you. So I feel like that's who you spoke with. But I also feel like intuitively, but your connection from Michael, though, I have like Metatron. Also, I see Metatron coming up here. So that was a travel. So I feel at the time you've been visited by multiple archangels, but I feel at the time the one that came to you was Azrael, but I feel like Archangel Michael was the one that sent him down. But I also feel Metatron was involved too to help you connect from your earth body to the angelic. So I feel like there was a team effort for you, but the voice I feel you heard was Azrael. Yes. Intuitively with the High Priestess card. So yeah. So I feel like there was a group of them because I also have literally Archangel Haniel. So I feel like you've had multiple angels around you at the time, but I feel like the voice you heard was Azrael. So, and it was out of 2 of cups or 2 of water. So that tells me it was to bring balance, a message. I feel like it was something that was agreed to with the archangels for them to come down and for him to, or for Azrael to bring you the message. So I hope that they're still around you for sure. I feel like there's multiple ones. All I pulled is, those are all major arcanas, every one of them. So they're major movers. They're around you all the time. Yeah. So that's all there was. So there was telling you there was some things that were bigger than you, that more than met the eye at the time. So it was just a time for them to manifest. So they're always around you. So that's what they're telling me. So they're there because to support and love you, with the 2 of cups holding up my deck for the reading. So they're always around you to bring you balance. And it's something that it's your energies are connected to them. So I hope that resonated with you, and thank you for the super sticker, Muse. Irene, thank you for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. Sending you light and love. So I'm at the bottom. Sweet. Okay, guys. So what I want you to do, I'm going to pull one from the chat for all you who stuck around. And the person that had the birthday, I told you earlier, if you stuck around, if you could put that in the chat now. What I mentioned to you earlier, if you're still here, if you want to, just tell me, just send a question to me right now in the chat, and I'll read for you. And then I'm just going to read for the collect for all of you guys, just to see kind of what we're doing moving forward, just for message for all of you who are here. If that person is here that had their birthday, I'll go ahead and pull a question for free if you're still here, if you type it in the chat. And I'm feeling good. Actually, the last time I was at 3 hours and 30 some minutes. And when I got done with my last reading of my lives, I felt almost punch drunk. I was like, ooh, like the spirit was so strong, but I'm actually like getting used to it now because my gifts are opening more. And it's been pretty awesome. So I just want to let you know that you guys' energy really helps me. So yeah. So you guys are awesome. Well, I'm going to give it a minute and see if read Irene H. Goof Super Chat. Irene, are you here? Let me see. I'm gonna go to the top. Let me see if I can find the comments. Now that you mention it, Jay, I'm not getting notification. No one is. So today, after I posted at the beginning of my video, I've had at least 20 to 30 subscribers pulled from me the last week alone. So I keep getting them. They keep coming in. I know I'm picking up more new subscribers. My video counts compared to my YouTube app, my studio app, doesn't even match the YouTube when you go to the actual website compared to my studio. Like I have way more, a couple hundred views difference from the YouTube compared to my app. More for me on my app, but not on the YouTube side. Plus, I see that my subscribers, the moment I posted I was reading tonight, literally, I had at least 8 subscribers at one swipe taken from me. It was like within 2 minutes of posting it. I always look because I have screenshots of it. So to answer your question there, yeah, I feel a lot of people aren't getting notifications. Another thing that I'm seeing of too, people are being banned. People are being blocked. I mean, I haven't blocked or banned anybody, so I'm not even. Somebody is messing with it, but that's okay. Let's see. Hi, Tanya. Let's see. I'm trying to see who that person is. Had the birthday. So yeah, it's been an awesome awesome ride. I'm not seeing the birthday person. Let's see. Well, I'm going to scroll the bottom of the thing, so I'm going to hopefully I get enough. All right. It wasn't me, but it is my birthday today, and I appreciate everything you do for us. What will the next 6 months be in store for me? All right. Let me see. So I'm going to do just one more of this one. I'll do for Chuck. And then I'm going to do one for the just one for the collective. Question for Irene H. Post. Oh, is that what the one was? Well, what will the next? Oh, is that okay? I see, Chuck. So you're saying, Chuck, that's the question here. Is that for Irene? Okay, perfect. Awesome. Thank you for that clarification. See, it helps when I can actually read in real time. So instead of trying to catch up at the end. All right, guys, let me see. Irene H. So what will the next 6 months look like for Irene? Please and thank you for your assistance. And thank you, Chuck, for helping her. That's what this is all about, man. Cool. Well, next 6 months, Irene, I feel like things are going to be good. So whatever you did in the past is going to come to fruition. So if you've made an investment or something along that line, you're going to have long-term security because what you did in the past is going to be long-term success. That 10 of Pentacles, fulfillment, the legacy you leave behind. And I have the 6 of Pentacles after that. So tangible things are coming. So I feel like you've done whatever you did, you're going to be receiving a gift, but also tells me once again, you're very generous. You're very giving. You like to share. So I feel like there's going to be something that's going to come to you that's a gift that you're going to be able to share with others. And it's going to bring you balance. I have the King of Cups. So yes, that tells me you're very diplomatic. Tells me that you're empathic. Also tells me like you feel people's energies. I also feel like you are becoming more emotionally balanced as you move along. Page of Swords. So you're getting a lot of new ideas. So I feel as you move along, you're going to have new ways of communicating. I feel that doesn't mean verbally. It could lead to that, but I feel spiritually you're going to have new ways of intuitively getting this knowledge and how you present this information. I feel like you're learning new ways. Your thirst for knowledge, you're growing. So tell me you're going to start to learn things. You're going to want to learn new things. You're going to have new ideas that are intuitively going to come to you. And I have the Knight of Swords. So it tells me in the next 6 months, you're going to be driven to succeed. So whatever you're going to be moving to do, you're going to be driven to succeed. These things you're going to learn. Tells me you defend your beliefs. You're a very fast thinker. They're telling me you take action. I have the Knight of Wands again. So yes, passionate, energy, fiery. I mean, it tells me inspired action, adventure. You're going to be on an adventure as you move along in this. I have the Knight of Cups. So I have 3 knights in a row. So that means you're a fighter. That tells me that you believe. So it tells me like following your heart. They want you with that Knight of Cups to follow your heart. Intuitive messages. That's what they're telling me. It tells me there's going to be calm coming to you. If you're not in a romantic situation now, I feel like there's going to be some romantic situation or reconciliation into that more romantic side of things as you move forward. and the Ace of Pentacles. So there's abundance coming. So this manifestation, financially, it's a gift from the universe that's coming to you. A new venture, prosperity is coming to you in the next 6 months. So I feel like a financial opportunity, something tangible is going to come to you. And the Lover's card. So if you're not in a relationship now, you will. I feel like, as I mentioned, so I feel like this is something that you're a knight in shining armor. If they're not in, I feel like there's going to be, if there is somebody in your life already, there's going to be some romantic reconciliation if there's been a little bit of lack of that. Because I feel like if there's not, there's going to be somebody in your life that's coming that's going to be very, very balanced. You're going to be very energetically attracted to this person because I have the Lover's card. So someone's going to be a twin flame or possibly a soulmate. I feel like that's something you're going to do. And they're telling me, keep making plans. The Three of Wands, keep making plans. You're making progress. That tells me that there's going to be possibly some travel going on. So financially, you're going to expand as well as your personal life. Be very strategic on what you do with the Seven of Swords. Okay. So it tells me plan things. Don't allow others to trick you and move forward. It tells me be very strategic in what you're doing. Because if not, they're also telling me there's fear of lack of mindset, insecurities, can be ill health because of things, insecurities. I keep getting that, but it tells me these are tests of faith. Remain courageous. We're almost there. Be resilient. You're going to overcome this obstacle. Then I have the Four of Cups. Meditate. A gift is coming. You're feeling unfulfilled. You're feeling disconnected. So they're telling me that this is going to come. So meditate more with spirit. I have the Eight of Swords. So yeah, mentality, holding yourself back, self-imprisonment. Those are things, defeating thoughts. But you're going to move past that and you're going to be inspired again. Victory is coming for you. I feel like there's going to be growth for you, new opportunities. Okay. So growth is coming. Inspiration, new beginnings. Okay. Your willpower is being tested. So that's what they're telling me. And news are going to pick up. Eight of Wands, holding my deck up. So things are going to pick up speed for you. News is going to come to you that's beneficial. Okay. So it tells me keep working on it and things are going to move along. Okay. And I hope that resonated with you, Irene, and thank you for the super sticker. All right. All right. So last one. And this will be for the collective. I'm not even going to ask time. I'm just going to see what the spirit has for us as a collective. Message to just anything you'd like to share with us to leave these beautiful souls, maybe needing to hear a message today. Thank you for your assistance. Happy surprise is coming. So I feel a lot of us have been getting dreams. I have the Page of Cups. So a lot of dreams. I've had visions and dreams. A lot of people have had visions and dreams. I pull cards for others here. So it tells me these are creative. There's something creative is coming. Intuitive messages are constantly flowing to us. So I feel like there's going to be a happy surprise. The dreams we've been having, there's going to be manifesting. It'll start to manifest. And I have the Nine of Pentacles. So that means we're going to be sovereign beings again. The fruits of our labor is going to come to fruition. So it tells me financial independence for people. That's what I feel. Strength card. So it tells me stay strong. Stay strong. Even when things seem bad, you don't let anyone defeat you. Inner strength. That's an inner strength card. You have all the tools. Continue to push forward. Passion. Courageous. Keep pushing forward. Stay focused. Have compassion. They're saying have compassion. That's what we're going to need when we move forward. Compassion. The judgment is coming. So awakening is coming. The trumpets are coming. Okay. And I don't feel like it's going to be like a long time. This is just in general. I feel like in the immediate future. So however that means, the immediate future could be the spirit. There's no time. So I feel moving forward, not like years and years from now, I feel like we're going to start to see some progress here moving forward in the immediate future, maybe within the next year. A wake-up call is coming, an awakening, the judgment call. So things are going to happen. Okay. We have to forgive. There's going to be forgiveness that's going to need to happen. That's what they're telling me. And mercy. Whatever's going on, that means we're going to find out some things. We're going to have to forgive and move on from this. The Queen of Cups. So yes. So once we have to forgive, And intuitively, we're going to continue. We have to nurture. There's going to be some healing going on, I feel, just for the collective. There's going to be some healing going on that needs to happen. Inner callings are coming. I feel like this is something that we're being drawn to. Caring for others, that's what needs to happen. The Hangman, there's pauses. There have been delays. There's been some delays. The delays were for a reason. The delays is because we're learning. We have to learn things from a new perspective. Look at it from a different. We're sacrificing. This is our sacrifice. The awakened right now. That's our sacrifice. That's what this is. We're sacrificing being awakened now because we're able to handle it, so we can help nurture others. That's what they're telling me. The Chariot, there's going to be movement. Okay, we're going to see movement. We're going to see progress. Tells me that we need to stay determined. Determination, your willpower is going to be tested like it's been, but you can be victorious. So it's control. It's because we can't control it. Things are moving in a new direction. They're telling me victorious. We're departing the old. And the death. When I said departing the old, literally the next card was death. We have to leave this old. It's got to come to an end. Okay, that's what's going to happen. Transition's going to take place in a new beginning. This is a metamorphosis. Metamorphosis, what I feel is we're changing timelines is what we're doing. It's a metamorphosis like a butterfly out of a cocoon is what they're telling me. And the Empress. So we're going to have abundance. We're going to be rooted again. We're going to be connected to nature. I feel like we're going to have accomplishment. This is part of our growth and our evolution. But I feel like we're going to be abundant. We're going to be able to help and nurture. This is what we're meant to do. That's why we're awake. But we're going to have some loss, some regrets, things moving forward. So there's going to be there's a lot of pessimism I feel going on right now too. That's why they say the willpower is going to come into play. Because of the dark, I have the Devil card. That's our ego. And also we're going to learn about the darkness. We're going to see the loss and the grief from the darkness that we were learning about, okay? But the truths are going to come out. The King of Swords, so there's going to be truths. It also tells me, we need to, honesty is coming back around again. Truth is coming back around. I feel like mental clarity is coming back around. Also, what the King of Swords tell me, an authority is coming back. Some type of authority, like something that's going to lead, some type of leader is going to move us into this direction. And the Magician. So it tells me we're manifesting this reality as we move forward. We are awake for this reason to help manifest this future because we have that power and that skill. So that's what I want you to know. Release the nightmares. We're going to have nightmares. We're going to have sleepless nights because of this. So it's what they're telling me with the Knight of Swords. Okay? Despair. Traumas we're going to see. But something new is coming from that. Okay? That Page of Pentacles. We're manifesting something. We're developing skills. We're working on ourselves. Things are going to come to fruition. Our desire, our ambition is to make this happen. And it will. We have to be diligent. And the World card. I'm not going to pull any more. So tell me, karmic cycles are coming. We're here to affect the world. The world is going to change. Things are going to come to completion, I feel. Celebration of life is coming. See how my light got bright? Life is coming back. Okay, guys? So it tells me, have faith. We have to depart the old. 8 of Cups. So we're walking away from the old. We're going to see some loss, but we're departing the old and we're moving into the new. So that's what I get, guys. And I really thank you guys for your support once again. I love you guys. I'm going to do a quick little healing for all those who might want to stick around for that. You don't have to. But if you have your Palo Santo or your sage or whatever you like to use, you don't have to. It's all about your intention. So if you want to grab that, grab it now. And if you don't, what I need you to do is slowly, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to slow your breathing down. Slow your breathing down. And I want you to breathe in through your nose 2 to 3 seconds. And I want you to breathe out through your mouth 2 to 3 seconds. And with every breath in, I want you to, in your mind's eye, in your spirit, I'm breathing in the divine life of God. And with every breath out, I release all things that do not belong. Every breath in, I breathe in the divine life from God. Every breath out, I release things that no longer or do not belong. Every breath in, breathe in the divine life of God. Every breath out, I release things that do not belong. So, what I want you to do with your eyes closed, every breath in, breathing in the divine life from God and the gift from God, and every breath we release things that do not belong. And I want you to visualize with your eyes closed as you're breathing and you're slowing your breathing down. I want you to visualize something that brings a smile to your face. It could be an interaction, a person, a grandchild, your children, God, whatever it is. Every time you think about this, it brings a smile to your face. And I want you to bring that into your heart. And I want you to open your beautiful heart. Visualize your beautiful heart open like a beautiful lotus flower, just starting to flow and open. And I also want you to visualize the top of your head opening like a beautiful lotus flower, as well as your feet. At the bottom of your feet, I want you to visualize that you're growing roots into the earth. And as we have this beautiful interaction or this thought or this thing that brings joy to your heart, I want you to visualize you've, with your eyes, with your mind's eye, all this white light energy surrounds you. And this white light energy is something you've given away so freely to the universe and others around you. I want you to recall all of your energy. I am recalling all of my energy now with light, love, forgiveness, and healing. And I am sending away all energy that I have taken or has been given to me with light, love, forgiveness, and healing. And with this beautiful open heart, open head, crown, rooted feet to the earth, start pulling all this white light energy back into you. Let it refill you. Let it replenish you. Let it fill you and heal you. That is your energy. And with your best intentions from your heart full of love, I want you to say whatever affirmations you need to say as you push this light energy back out to the world. Whatever intentions you have at this time. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. I am a divine being and creation of God. I am ascending. I am worthy. I am healing. And I am a healer. I am increasing the frequency, vibration, and energy of the earth and all energy around me. I am completing my soul's mission. I am aligning with the divine. I am worthy. I am forgiven. I am changing the future for all around me. Of abundance of all, light for all, healing for all. I am the divine being that God has always meant and made me to be. So be it. And so it is. So that's appreciate you guys. I'm sending you guys all light and love. And that's what I want you guys to know. So I'm going to look to see, possibly look to say, come around on Wednesday for our roundtable. That's what we have on Wednesdays. And also I'm going to start doing readings on Thursdays, possibly. I'm waiting to see what the final results of the poll between Friday and Thursday. So it looks like Thursday is winning at this point pretty substantially. So we may go to Thursdays as well at 7. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sending you guys all light and love. Keep your vibes high. These are tests of faith. These are tests of faith. So these are tests of faith. I want you guys to persevere. You have the strength. You guys are awake for a reason. We are strong enough to handle this. And our job is to take this gift, not a burden, it's a gift, and push it out to the world for when the people are going to really need us. We're changing this timeline because we are awake. God said, I'm activating you now before others so we can push this timeline to the light. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in, fighting this battle with me. And I hope that these readings resonated with you guys today. I'm sending you guys all light and love. Thank you for tuning in. SOULdier of Light, out.